Welcome to Saturday is Raw with your host, the ultimate video game. Virtual intellect, the Casey is Raw. We talk about video games, pro wrestling and whatever the fuck we want to talk about with this co-host AJ Raider, Tex, Joe, Compton, Michael, Devious Dave Rose, MK3 Kratos. And the Rose because it's Saturday is Raw. This means Raw. Saturday is Raw. If you want some, come get some fun because it's Saturday's Raw.
Bro, my name is Vince Russo, and I am a big fan of the worldwide interweb, bro. That's right, bro. I love YouTube, and bro, I am always looking for the next big thing, the next big show, the next big personality, and I think I found it, bro. On YouTube, Casey is Raw, bro. Casey is an avid, bro, video game collector. Loves playing retro games, bro, just like me. As a matter of fact, bro, the only game I've ever beat, bro, is Rygar, bro. Rygar on the original Nintendo system. But, bro, let me tell you, Casey even has a podcast, bro. A podcast where he talks wrestling, and it's called Saturday is Raw. Also, bro, Casey goes video game hunting, and he takes you along, man. Check it out. YouTube, Casey is Raw. Podcast, Saturday is Raw. Bro, check out Casey.
Well, guys, my name is Casey is Raw. Welcome to Saturday is Raw. So, welcome. So, yeah, I know the Rose. He's like, there's All Owls. Yeah, I was thinking about doing it, but I was like, screw it, because one, I was just not in the mood to do it. Because, like, God, AEW wants you to charge you $50 two times in the same month. Nah. plus All In's going to be the better show. So I know this might be not the best show of all time for the night. I mean, I have a few ideas, but I want to show you guys something kind of cool. I know this could take people away from me, but when I just got done going playing Astrobot, I was getting ready, and look who's here, man. We got Jake DeMarco. He's doing all out reactions, man. And I'm happy that he's doing this. He was interacting with the crowd, so I was like, dude, I figure, hey, you know what? Shout him out a little bit because he's a good dude. I'm glad he's doing something like this. So
you are a shitty commentator, narrator, and all the above. And now you're fired.
And now you're fired.
You're here for my whiskey, and I ain't got any. That vodka bottle's empty for weeks. Good thing I was actually drunk
Jake
last week. I
DeMarco.
was just fucking with
He's a good guy.
He's
great. So,
but
I'm
that
not
empty bottle of
take
vodka
too much time away from him. So, I'm just put that off. So, I wanted to show you guys him right there. We got Bam saying, "All flip flop wrestling." Yep. And then the Rose saying, "All Out's on right now." Like, All Out's on, right? Yeah. So, I decided to react to a few things that just came out. One of the bigger things is, just, I guess, released yesterday is the response from Dr. Disrespect. So, he went on his live stream and gave his response, what happened. So, let's listen to it a little bit and I'll give my opinion. So, let's start it up.
Are you nervous to be back? After what's transpired over the last couple months, am I excited to be back to this type of world? God.
I'm hearing some background noises, dude.
Man.
Pause this for a second. I don't know if it's him or what. I'm hearing like almost voices. I don't hear it no more. So it's like I'm hearing like faint voices.
So glad you're back. Hey, I appreciate it, Shane.
So this
it's good to be back to a certain degree.
Response to the whole,
we got to figure out this monetization thing. So September 25th is
the whole thing.
Yeah, is basically when we can reapply for partnership on YouTube. People ask, do I, now that you're not getting monetized, you're not going to be streaming ever again, or you're on YouTube, are you? There's an opportunity to reapply, right? September 25th is the date.
God,
so in the meantime, we'll do what we need to do.
He'll eventually talk about
Champs. The public demanded to hear from the doc regarding the Twitch suspension.
There we go.
I guess since you all missed the point with my personal statement, maybe it's time to tell my side of the story. Champs? You see, there was a lawsuit pending, and as part of that arbitration, all parties were not allowed to speak publicly about the case. I respected those rules.
I mean, he didn't like he's gonna say that he had a chance to respond, but like he yeah, he didn't say anything for 4 years, and then the whole thing blew up about what happened, and then he finally made a response on on his X account. So I wonder why it took him forever after the X account. I mean, his post to push this on.
My lawsuit against Twitch was eventually resolved, as you all know. But even then, as part of the settlement, all parties were still prohibited from speaking publicly about the case or the settlement. However, if one side violated that confidentiality, then the other side could respond. And again, champs, again, I respected all the confidential obligations.
I agree.
But apparently Twitch's own disgruntled employees didn't feel the need to abide by those same obligations. Cody Connors, ex-Twitch employee, wasn't even involved, leaks Twitch's reported reason. Years later, Cody, why do this? What was the point? This was settled professionally. And you, knowing how black and white the internet is, you decided, you fucking rat, to leak the reported reason Twitch banned me in 2020. Well, I mean, for what? Cody, why? Did you not know the repercussions from spewing lies about the two-time? Did you not know the repercussions of accusing me, Cody Connors?
Cody Connors.
You see, you don't know shit, and it was obvious from your tweet. You didn't have any firsthand knowledge of my dispute with Twitch. You said that I got banned from Twitch because I was sexting a minor through Whisper's messages. Do you even know what the legal definition of sexting is? I do. And yeah, I used Twitch's Whispers, but trust me, I wasn't sexting anyone. You also said the word minor, Cody. I even made sure that word was emphasized in my statement, edited, etc., just to make sure these so-called journalists would pick up on it.
Well, the thing is, I think he did admit that he did talk to someone inappropriately, but that doesn't mean immediately he was sexting anyone. So, I mean, we know he at least talked to someone inappropriate. He could have told probably inappropriate jokes. Like, maybe this is my idea. Maybe he said some inappropriate jokes, like racist jokes or something like that. So, he eventually says that a person wasn't underage. But if you look at his his Twitter account, he said it was. So I think the person is on that borderline edge where it's like 17. But let's go ahead and continue.
And boy, oh boy, did they ever, champs. When you and all these so-called journalists, Cody, fired off your tweets, did any of you consider that the Twitch user may have been over the legal age of consent at the time of the messages? You didn't. Neither did any of these journalists, and neither did Twitch at the time of the ban. You also tried to tell the world that I was trying to meet up with this user at TwitchCon, but you're wrong. Let's set the record straight. I never intended to meet this user ever. We never made plans to meet at TwitchCon or anywhere else. And in fact, we never met in person ever. You're bull.
The problem is with that, you could say that, but the only two people can know that if you met up or not are Dr. Disrespect and the other person who is on the other side of that line. So you're just going to have to take his word for this. So, I mean, like, he should have came out with this response after this guy broke information or leaked the information, because he his reputation took a dump right after that. That's why a lot of times these allegations, when I always point to the one where Pro Jared and his ex-wife now, like, were going through a divorce, and Pro Jared was trying to be, doing it in a nice way. He was saying that, like, don't harass my ex-wife and everything like that. Wow, she just unleashed everything, that saying that he had like a all adults or nudist kind of like uh Snapchat or something like that. It was something like that where a group of people could talk and pass around a bunch of nude pictures. And then, I mean, okay, that's not look good, but when they were saying the person, some people could have entered that as underage, it was like, oh. And then she kind of made it seem like he was a predator like that. And then Proger just stayed silent for the whole thing. And everyone and their mother, and I'm not going to lie, when I was hearing this information, I didn't go straight on the shit on Pro Jared. I just like, well, damn, this doesn't look good. But, when he finally made his response and had some, like, told his side of the story, his ex-wife actually looked way worse. That, like, she was been she was out to try to ruin his career or his YouTube career. Um, she knew what to do to really kill his channel. I mean, he used to be over 1 million subs. Now he's like under 1 million because of that, and he's still under 1 million. Like, he's still well known, but his channels has taken a black eye ever since. He hadn't healed from that black eye, even though the allegation, a lot of that allegation wasn't true about the underage part. But yeah, having the group chat where you can have a bunch of nude pictures going around, yeah, that doesn't look good. So, and the whole poly relationship or open relationship, that doesn't look good. So, but I learned from watching that story to when we moved on and the whole thing with Jared, the completionist story came up with the fraud, the charity fraud. I was like, oh, both God, trying to remember. I know it was Middle Heart and another guy. Trying to remember his name, but they had so much evidence against him. And then when both of those guys were talking to Gerard, and then when Gerard he just dig the hole even worse in that call, and then he made it even worse when they made the response where he threatened a lawsuit just because, oh, I've been in talks with my lawyer, we're going to come and get you. Like, okay, that you can make a response trying to give your side of the story, but don't just like, well, now we're going to threaten to sue these people. Like, I do agree with people who's making allegations, false allegations. They definitely, people need to see some type of punishment, because when people have, let's say, jobs, and someone comes around and have false allegations and you've proven you're innocent the whole time, well, guess what, even though you're proven innocent, that the linger of the allegation is still there. I mean, people still say OJ Simpson was the killer, even though he went to trial and was acquitted. I'm not gonna lie, I do think OJ is the killer, but people always compared OJ Simpson to Chris Benoit. People are like, Well, NFL keeps talking about O.J. Simpson and his career, and he's still a Hall of Famer. Well, here's the thing: one, he was already in the Hall of Fame, and two, um, and like he was found acquitted. So it's not like they had the trial and then he was inducted in the Hall of Fame. Like after that, like and not only that, like acquitted. And like I would have waited, make sure he was fully innocent before induct him. But people like I want to bring up the whole Hogan clip where Hogan's like people forgive Chris Benoit about and like you're retarded. No, we don't. But all these allegations, it stings the people for years to come. It takes a lot for these people to overcome from these false allegations. So, let's go ahead and continue.
Bullshit accusations gave false courage to other former Twitch employees to make shit up as well. I suspect all of you sort of planned and coordinated this attack. These big-time publications, these journalists, these various outlets are sort of just gossip channels now. Don't you think, champs? They act like they're just gossip channels now without any real journalism and real research happening. They reported on all this based on leaks from two former Twitch employees, one of whom was supposedly on the trust and safety team. If these anonymous sources worked on the trust and safety team at the time of my Twitch suspension in 2020, then you would hope they would tell the truth. But apparently that's just too much to ask. If these former trust and safety team members, and by the way, I know exactly who they are, actually had firsthand knowledge, then what they conveniently left out is, one, Twitch's trust and safety team, the same employees that decided to ban me, internally admitted that the whisper messages were not sexting. And two, Twitch's trust and safety team, the same employees that decided to ban me, internally acknowledged that the whispers did not constitute child sexual abuse material CSAM. I'll say it again. Neither I nor the Twitch user exchanged any sexual graphic messages or images. Cody Connors and these other anonymous sources are trying to paint a picture that I was exchanging sexually explicit messages and photos with this Twitch user. That never happened. I even used the word inappropriate purposely. And look at how it's defined by everyone, champs. Huh?
Oh, I'm glad I brought that up because that's what I was saying, that in his Twitter statement that he used the word inappropriate. And I didn't say it's got to be automatically sexting. I mean, that could be anything. That could be, like I said, 30 joke or something like that. Or maybe a opinion, you feel like something, but it's not PC opinion, So, that's why I was like, you gotta hear both sides of the story. So, I mean, I think he'll recover from this, but I don't think he's going to be as a big time YouTuber after this. He'll be still a name, but he's not going to go like he was before.
Including these defaming articles. I'm sorry, but mutual bantering with inappropriate jokes taken out of context
right there
should have never led to me getting banned from Twitch in the first place. I mean, how would each of you look if all of your private DMs, your text messages, your chats were looked at, dissected?
I'm sorry. I got Constanza in the chat. Fat avocado. Lose. Oh. Costanza. I just saw you right there, so let's continue.
And taken out of context by someone who's deliberately trying to find something inappropriate in those words. And this is not a situation where a victim publicly accuses someone of wrongdoing. That never happened here. We're talking about allegations that Twitch made against me as a half-baked reason for justifying their actions of suspending and shutting down my channel. Allegations that Twitch made without even a legal analysis of whether the whisper messages were legal.
You mean illegal?
You see, I engage with my community. I engage with other streamers. And through Twitch Whispers, I communicate with Twitch users. Conversations that consisted of a variety of playing games and gaming politics, content creation, random stuff. This was the extent of my whispers with this Twitch user. On June 21st, 2020, my ex-Twitch partner manager learns that I exchanged whispers with the Twitch user. And I say ex-partner manager because for years, this guy didn't do anything for me, my community, or my channel. For years. I'm talking no front page love. You're talking about the face of the platform, right? Literally, the face of the platform. And I know Champions Club remembers this. We got zero front page love on the website. He was never on my channel. He didn't follow me on Twitter. He wouldn't even inform us about Twitch rival tournaments. We're talking about the 2-time Twitch rival tournament. Oh, I'm sorry. Would you want to play in it? We got zero support from this guy. And it was just so obvious that he carried a grudge against the 2-time. So after we signed with Twitch in 2019, we asked for a new partner manager. And just a few months later, that ex-Twitch partner manager is directly involved with getting me banned. Coincidence?
Oh, shit. That's not good. Let's see what Stanza says right here. Meanwhile, Mr. Beast is a phony. See, the thing is, I haven't really followed Mr. Beast that often about the allegations. I know people are like, oh, the shows, his shows are fake. Well, I mean, yeah, you use CGI stuff, but like if you're using that to say, oh, it's all fake, I'm like, well, you're a retard. But if you're saying like the games he does, like he just released about was it 5 men versus 5 women in the wilderness and challenge. Let's say if that was all done in like a couple days and they didn't have to worry about staying in an actual hut and where they were actually staying like a heated like RV, then that's one thing. But if it's like people talking about how it's a fake explosion behind it, I'm not following most about Mr. Beast about that. I know he's taking a real big hit right now, but one of the bigger things that at least we got that Chris Tyson out there. But let's go ahead and move on.
The Twitch user tells the ex-Twitch partner manager that they do not want to report anything to Twitch. I'll repeat that sentence one more time, just in case anybody missed that one. The Twitch user tells this ex-Twitch partner manager that they do not want to report anything to Twitch. But this ex-Twitch partner manager encourages the user and even directs them to file a report directly with Twitch, even though the user told him clearly that we never physically met anywhere and that no photographs were exchanged. On June 24th, 2020, Twitch's special operations team receives and reviews the user's report. They find no issues and determine that it did not warrant any further escalation to Twitch's law enforcement response team.
He's pissed.
That would have been the end. That should have been the end. But that partner manager, Oh boy, did he had it out. He had it out for the 2-time. He finds out that no further action will be taken, so what does he do? He personally escalates the report to a friend on the Twitch's LER team. The LER team, remember, that's the Twitch's law enforcement response team. He escalates the report to a friend on Twitch's LER team. So a day later, on June 25th, the LER analyst pulls the entirety of the Whisper messages and begins discussing them with his director of the LER team. Mind you, this director is on vacation at that time and does not have access to their computer or work files. Let me just remind you, I went through a big time arbitration. Okay. And, you discover a lot of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Mind you, this director is on vacation at that time. The LER analyst cherry picks and sends a few targeted excerpts out of context from the Whisper messages to this director. Now, if you do this, you can make anyone's messages look inappropriate, even when they aren't.
He is correct about that. Like, you could put like you be in the middle of a paragraph, and there's a certain sentence you say this, and then they can crop everything else out, and just because you type that, look what he typed. So I'm like it's pretty shady business what Twitch is doing. Like, I mean, it's not looking good for Twitch. There might be another lawsuit from him coming.
Within less than 1 hour, this LER analyst and his director have made the decision to suspend me from Twitch. Twitch submits a report to NCMEC. You guys all read those little articles, huh? The NCMEC. Twitch submits that report. The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Guess what?
Oh my God.
As far as I know, and over 4 years have passed, they didn't do anything with the report. As far as I know, they didn't escalate Twitch's report to law enforcement. Mind you, the same people that made this decision admit internally that the messages did not constitute sexting. The same people that made this decision at Twitch admit internally that the messages did not warrant any child sexual abuse material charge. Twitch makes this decision to terminate my contract and ban me while admitted they did not perform any legal analysis of whether the messages exchanged were illegal in any way. Twitch makes this decision to terminate my contract and ban me while admitting that they never investigated the age of consent in the jurisdiction where the user's messages were sent and received. Twitch makes this decision to terminate my contract and ban me without ever.
What's up, AJ? Say, what's up, guys? I didn't know you were live. Well, I didn't send out a bunch of the Discord shares, but yeah, I'm usually live about the same time every week. Oh, we got Kung. Oh God, Kung. Don't. Who the fuck is this cocklick? This is Dr. Disrespect. He's pretty much come having a response from his Twitch ban back in 2020, and he's recently got out canceled earlier this year, and now he's finally having a response to the whole situation. So pretty much there was a lawsuit between him and Twitch, so that's why for 4 years he couldn't really say anything, because they couldn't say anything about anything about between each other. And then when that person from worked at Twitch leaked that information, that's when Dr. Disrespect decided to have that I'm going to say Twitter post. He looks like a gay porn star from the 1978. That's a odd year to put that there. I'm shocked you didn't say from the 70s. Like, why is it from 78? That's what's funny. Hey AJ, I sent you the link if you want to join. I sent you the link, so I'm gonna go ahead and continue.
Ever interviewing me, the user, or any other third party, including the partner manager. It's fucking unbelievable!
He definitely had the porno stash. But I don't like how he has a wig. Like, if he can probably grow out that hair.
I'm not going to get into every detail regarding my legal case, but these former Twitch employees that claim to have firsthand knowledge, they just don't have a clue. They didn't report any facts. The judge in the case determined that the whispers were not illegal.
Oh, that's fucked up, dude.
So then why did Twitch use these messages against me? Why did Twitch treat the doc so differently from their other streamers? I mean, outside of the obvious. I mean, just take a look at me. Right? Unfiltered.
Oh,
The realest motherfucker in this industry.
The realest. I don't know about that, but Bam says, well, he has the money to get hair implant. Yeah, exactly. So, like, I guess he doesn't want to be recognized. Oh my God. The Rose says Chris Statlander got dropped. Oh my God. He's watching AEW right now, all out. Oh my God. You guys are horrible.
6'8", gorgeous, athletic, successful, college degree, college athlete, bourbon business, gaming studio, beautiful family. And trust me, we've worked hard for over a decade to improve as a person, a husband and father, and to get where we're at today. I mean, I'm in such a good place today.
That's good.
And all these people, they all act like they're just so perfect. I'm not perfect.
Oh my God.
I don't claim to be perfect. Sometimes I do. But I also didn't do all this shit that they're saying I did. But then that doesn't make a story, right? They wanted media attention. The media wants controversy. And by sensationalizing all this with big, inaccurate headlines like sexting and sexually explicit,
Yep.
you all got what you wanted at the expense of the two-time. The reality is they wanted to cut down the doc, plain and simple. Take a look at some of these horrendous acts of Twitch streamers that were never banned. I've got some examples right here.
Rose, what do you mean I didn't see that message? Which message are you talking about? Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about. Compton named someone? Are you talking about Joe Compton? Because I didn't see Compton in here at all. And he shouldn't be banned. Oh, Compton banned someone. Well, someone was being vulgar, so I'm pretty sure I know who it is. It's probably this person right here. That's probably who he banned for saying vulgar shit like that. I mean, would I ban that? No, but I mean, I think it's exactly like AJ says, trolls love us. So, what's up, NES Wizard? The cum guy? So let's go ahead and continue.
Example number 1. A streamer that frequently used the N-word while publicly streaming, which constitutes a violation of Twitch's policies if accompanied by hateful intent.
Yep.
Twitch scheduled a meeting with the streamer to ascertain his intent to determine whether his conduct was a violation of Twitch's policies, ultimately determining it was not a breach of Twitch's policies. Why wasn't I called into a meeting? Why wasn't my intent taken into consideration, champs? Example number 2. Streamer was reported for discussing doing things with deceased animals and discussing pedophilia,
God.
all while live streaming. Never suspended, but instead given a multi-million-dollar contract.
What?
Example number 3. Streamer was reported for a sexually explicit stream involving children and telling children to send Snapchats of them playing with themselves. Never suspended, but instead given a multi-million-dollar contract.
What?
It's so obvious that certain
Is
Twitch
that all
executives and
accurate? I mean, those last 2 are really horrible, bro. These fucking streams suck tonight. They keep freezing. Maybe. Well, there's a reason, Rose.
employees involved had personal biases against the doc and used all of this as an opportunity to terminate my contract. Go back and look at the timing of all this too. The doc's termination lines up with 2 preferable, profitable, and expensive streamers leaving Mixer.
AJ Brown.
As soon as Twitch knew that Mixer had failed,
I should
go look at the timing.
Clone him.
These other expensive streamers needed a new streaming platform. So Twitch rushed through its decision to terminate the 2-time.
The 2-time.
You see, I shouldn't even be banned from Twitch. It has affected us
There's something wrong with
on
that
so many
TV
levels.
behind him, by the way.
Back in
It's that
2020
static.
and now in 2024.
He needs to take that TV back to where he got it. It has visual problems.
And Cody Connors, I just have to say it again. Why would you do this? Like I said, this was handled professionally years ago. No fucking wrongdoing. But because of you, Cody, we just lost. Fuck, man.
Oh, yeah, it is a wig.
Unfortunately, we have to lay off people from Midnight Society. Right? Because of you, Cody. You know, through all this, we are where we are. And like a fucking man, I'll accept it. What I don't accept is sitting quietly by and let these idiots attack me with false accusations. No. For all these doc haters out there too, oh man, the ones that project and project and project and project and worry about everyone else's problems, right?
I think he's sitting in front of a green screen. I don't even think that's a real background.
I can't understand that mindset. I could care less. We've always stayed in our lane. But somehow, some way, these people, they just get in our lane. For all you doc haters, I'm sure you'll dissect all of this and still find a way to publicly criticize me. Do what you need to do. I'll say this isn't for you. This was for my team today, my community, my friends, La Familia that have supported me. And I'm not denying the exchange of whispers, champs. I'm not denying that to all of you out there. It looks bad. I have no way of knowing if the Twitch user thought our exchange of whispers was inappropriate. If it was, I apologize. All I know is that I never did what Twitch, Cody Connors, or the public is claiming that I did. That's it. I'm not saying anything more about any of this, right? Unless I need to, because trust me, I have more I haven't disclosed. I just want to get back to what we do best. Put on a show and climb our way to the tippity top of the mountain, man. In our own lane.
I don't think he'll get the tippity top anymore.
That's it.
I guess he's done right there. I know he ventures off to play some games right here. Or hold on, maybe he does something else. Because he'll play, like, I guess, Call of Duty or something, Black Ops. Maybe that's what he's about to do, getting set up. Yeah, I guess that is it for him. So it didn't look good what he did right there. I mean, actually, let me rephrase that. I mean, I wish he would have done that sooner. It made him look better. Casey is disappointed in his hair of Dr. Disrespect. One, I'm not really the biggest fan of him. I'm sure his lawyer probably told him to keep hush for a while. I read his statement when it was on Twitter. Ouch. So it didn't look good on Twitter, but I think his response right here is a lot better. It just sucks that a big corporation would go to that point because there's some bad blood to cause someone to lose their contract and be banned. But I guess what happened is that Dr. Disrespect sued Twitch for this because he was saying his former manager, Twitch manager, took this to the next level. Like he was saying there was nothing behind there. Even though he did say there's some inappropriate talks, but that doesn't mean automatically that it was sexting or anything sexual. That could be anything, like I said before. It could be a dirty joke to a racist joke to a political opinion that, like I said, people mainly would agree. So it's like, it's hard to talk about that. I think he should have done this a lot sooner. He would save him a lot of heartache. Like right now, I guess he lost his monetization when this whole thing happened. Casey Gruden is wrong. So I really need to get side thing is I think I might pull out a folding chair because even though sitting in this recliner is nice, I like to lounge to one side or the other, and it does look good. So, let's see. Let me throw this out there. Like, I know Rose is watching, so I'll throw this in here in the chat for you guys. So let's see. Let's go to the Hogan making an ass out of himself. Let's see. gotta get out of that. Hogan, Chris Benoit. All right, let's see. Right here, let's go to this one. Present. Let's share screen. I don't know. Some people heard about how Hulk Hogan has been kind of in the doghouse a lot lately, but he made a comment that I know what he was trying to do. He was saying that the fans will forgive you, even like I said some stupid shit, and then he makes a comparison to Chris Benoit. So this is from Sports Entertainment. So let's hit that.
Chris Benoit was once celebrated at VSCTE. Since that dark, choosing to focus on his career, fans still love him over the years.
Oh,
Share your
never mind. Fuck that. Because I wanted the actual comment. Maybe it's this one. It would be good right here.
If Chris Benoit can do the crap he did and the fans still love him, they're very forgiving. I've made some major mistakes in my personal life, and they're very, very forgiving, but they forgive you. But if Chris Benoit can do the crap he did and the fans still love him, they're very forgiving. I've made some major mistakes in my personal life, and they're very, very forgiving. But
there's some people don't think Chris Benoit did what he did. Like, I was on the side that Chris Benoit probably was set up, but I learned to read the details, all the evidence. Like, no, the guy's guilty as hell. So when I personally never forgive him. Like, I don't understand people like, well, Chris Benoit should be in the Hall of Fame. I'm like, well, no, because the reason is you can't. People are like, well, you can separate the art from the artist, right? Or the artist from the person, right? Like, no, you can't. Not with this. Like, it's bad enough just with the person, Benoit killing his wife, but when he added to killing his child, that's unforgivable. It's like Stone Cold said, like it's unforgivable. And it hurts me right here because I was a Chris Benoit fan. Like, he was like the first underdog person I knew who came up from like WCW when he finally won the WCW belt, and then when he went to WWF, he wins the Intercontinental belt, but then he kind of stayed right in there, and then finally wins the World Heavyweight title, and it looked like he was starting to dial down, even though at age 40, he's still young at that time, but looked like he was starting to dial down where he's going to be a trainer or something. But there's some things I've been listening to lately about Chris Benoit, and I was like, I've seen one wrestler, I don't know who it is, but he's like, he still thinks Benoit was set up, and not the whole Kevin Sullivan thing, because I used to thought that was the thing. I thought Kevin Sullivan did it. Nah, even though Kevin Sullivan was allegedly assaulted his wife, I'm sure the police would have linked him to it. But there's so much evidence to Chris that it was obvious. But when Hogan's like, oh, all the fans are so forgiving that they forgive Chris Benoit for the crap he did. I never did that. Like I said before, I know some people are like, I can separate the art from the. not artist from the person. Like they'll compare it to Michael Jackson. Like I can understand that. Like, hey, I like listening to his music because his music is actually really good to listen to. But I was like, I'm just listening to music. I can separate that. And like, even though, yeah, the allegation against him was pretty bad too, but I mean, I don't know. It's a huge gray area. Even though, well, gray area for that, but as the Benoit thing, there's no gray area. It's all bad. Like, there's no good for that. Like, if you really think, if you sit down and even go through what I think could have happened with Chris Benoit, I mean, I think what happened to Chris Benoit is that obviously he had CTE from wrestling. And then, um, he had emotional problems when he was losing friends left and right. So that doesn't help. That'll screw you up. Like, believe me, when I lost my wife, that first full year I should have went to therapy because I was emotionally fucked up. And like I just had to, move on with life. And I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of affected with when my mom passed too. Like I was, my emotions were bad. So I think that could have been one thing. Like his best friend died 2 years prior. So with Eddie Guerrero, and then several of his friends dying left and right. So and then people are like, well, maybe it's because he was downgraded to ECW. I think he knew he was about the end of his career because it looked like it at the time. It was like maybe Chris. It was rumblings about Chris Benoit either being a trainer or he was going to go to TNA. So it's just hard, dude. That fucked me up for a while, but I do think possible several things. I mean, they said he had steroids in his fucking system, and God, and let's say he was having marital problems with his wife. Like we know that he was trying to put his beneficiary to his first ex-wife, and Nancy didn't like that because he's like, well, she's just like, well, you're married to me right now. Like, first priority should be me and the child. And she is correct. That should be the first priority as a father and husband do that. So I can understand her problem. But, I mean, if it was, let's say it was steroid, if it was roid rage, it would only be that part of the day. Ward rage doesn't go to 2-3 days later on as well. I'm sure what happened is when whatever fight they were going through, he had, I guess, voids in him that could have triggered into his brain and lost his mind, saw red, and just lost it. And just decided to screw it. He already attacked it there before. So, and then honestly, I think sadly Daniel was a mercy killing because honestly Chris was going to be going to go to jail for murdering Nancy. So even though he could have the child probably could have went to his ex-wife, or someone could have adopted him instead of killing his child. And then he made sure he could get rid of himself the best way he could and painless. So, I mean, I guarantee if he would just ended himself, that um he would be in the Hall of Fame right now, honestly. But because I think just because even the murder of his wife, there's no way in hell him being inducted. With the addition of the child, that makes it even worse. So I gotta find that one video where that wrestler was like, I think Chris Benoit was set up. I think he found her already dead. Like, oh my god. I just saw like a real old picture of like a picture of a real old dude. And I just couldn't find it. I wanted to go see it. Let's see. I had to go into my history because I was listening to this while I was at work to keep me entertained. Let's see. So just give me a second. I was listening to a bunch of these things from Joe Hendry. Let's see. Dude, just give me a second. I'll find it in a second. Mention right there about more Joe Hendry. The Vault. Where is this? Yeah, give me a second. Oh, that was all today. Let's see. Yeah, give me a second. I'm still trying to find it. I think it might be this one right here. Let me see. Give me a second. Yeah, I think this is the winner right here. Yep. Let me bring this up. Check this bullshit out. Give me a second to bring it up. Here's Kevin Sullivan.
Not
That genius right here.
Made 3 trips with Chris. See, Chris trained in
Black Bart.
Japan.
This
I
genius.
made 3 trips over there with him. The first trip he was green, and I guess they were training him or whatever. And then the next trips I was over there, he was over there. He was already over there. Oh, man, what a talent! What a talent! Good gravy. He was accused of killing woman and his son. My opinion, I would give you my opinion of Chris Benoit. That was his son with woman.
yes.
See, I was with woman when woman was with Kevin Sullivan in Florida. Kevin Sullivan broke woman in the business in Florida, in the Florida territory. I know woman. Okay, let me just because Chris, I do not believe for 1 iota that Chris Benoit killed his son and killed woman. I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. I believe that maybe Chris Benoit found them, and because his son was dead and he done himself, he committed suicide. It's just so hard. It's so hard.
Here's the thing is, he said that he found them. Oh, here's the thing. He called WWE saying that Nancy and Daniel was having food poisoning. Let's say if he ran into them being dead, why didn't he just, one, call the cops? Two, why didn't he call WWE and say, hey, I'm having family issues. I found both my my wife and my child dead, instead of having this long 2-3 days deal where saying that you're gonna be in, and you're like, I'm missing I miss a plane, catching a plane, and then like I had to go to the hospital, and like Benoit was making a bunch of bullshit up. But like if he ran, let's say, take this guy's logic, he ran into them, like, first thing I'd be like, okay, I gotta call the cop. Well, one, to see if they're actually dead. Then two, call the cops because hey, something happened. So this guy is an idiot.
For me to comprehend Chris doing anything like that.
You're out of your
But
mind.
see that it just don't make no sense.
You make
It
no
don't make no
sense,
sense
retard.
other than he's seen them, he found them, and I don't know what were they. You know what? Get your kid, man. Why was your kid involved in it? That's what it just don't make no sense. I don't guess it ever will. You know, you try to put a finger on it. What are you going to do? I don't. My opinion is I don't think Chris done it. I do not think that. For one, he loved woman to death. Not only that, he loved that little boy. I know that he loved Daniel. I just don't see. I just don't see Chris doing it. But they like they ain't proved nothing. He was such a.
Oh my God.
Okay. Story. They're bringing him into WCW as the horseman, one of the horsemen. Bart, go put him over.
Okay.
Yes, sir. I'll go put him over. Me and Chris have a background in Japan that unless you was on them tours, you didn't. You don't see them matches over here. Me and Benoit went out there, brother, and Benoit said, I said, brother, they want you to. He said, no, let's have a regular match, just like me and you been in an angle for a year. I said, brother, we can't. Yeah, we can. Yeah, let's do it, Mark. Let's just go show them. Brother, me and him went out there and we poured that place down. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, Chris does something where Chris.
Yeah, that makes him not a killer, right? I mean, this guy sounds like he has some type of CTE as well, because like I can understand maybe at the first couple years, maybe still thinking there might have been something, but with CTE being a thing now, like look, Chris Benoit did the diving headbutt, and you could always see him reacting because, I mean, when you land on your head on either the mat or the person, I don't know, maybe you're going to get a concussion from that. And then they're saying that he would take chair shots to the back of the head. That didn't do good. I know he would do headbutts too. So, like, Benoit did that to himself. And eventually, I think I was watching one where a dude called, like, well, I think Chris Benoit was a victim as well. Victim from the sport. Like, go fuck yourself.
Chris comes off the top rope. I catch him. We flip, but then we flip again, and he comes up on top anyway. 1, 2, 3. I come up matter, and he scoots. Arn Anderson is sitting in the dressing room door, and Arn comes up and gets in my face right. He's this close, and he's just screaming. Yeah, we're gonna put him as one of the horsemen. He's gonna do this. He's gonna do that. You're this big train. I said, and Chris just moved me over to the side, got right up in Arn's face and said, "You're pissed off. because nobody in this dressing room can follow that match.
A guy like Chris Benoit is very rare individual.
I think that guy's a nut job right there. Like, I want to try to find where else I was watching. Oh my gosh. What the hell is this? Oh, actually, you know what? I'll be right back. I gotta throw myself on. Please be right back. Oh, I hate to do this, but I gotta be. AJ would be right. I had to go take a shit. It was bad, but I'm back. It just creeped up on me. I, it was one of those like, oh, I gotta go. So sorry about that. So now I'm going to kind of finish my point about that whole time. Nice, awesome. Thanks, AJ. AJ, if you want to come in, oh, thanks. Thanks for telling me that. I should be good now. So I don't know why I was muted, but I should be fixed. But I appreciate that. But you are right. It did hit me. It was bad. But so hey AJ, if you want to join, the link is in the chat. So going back to the whole thing with Chris Benoit, how Black Bart was like giving him praise. Like, I can understand you love the person because oh man, it was like bad McDonald's. No, I actually had healthier stuff today. I had eggs, hard boiled eggs, and couple sliders, but they're not like hamburgers, but they're like, I think, just meat slices, and I forgot what it was, but it was actually healthier than normal. You got AJ right here. What's up, AJ? I don't know if AJ's there. I don't.
What's up?
Oh,
I'm here.
what's up, bro? How's it going, man?
What's up? Congrats on 800, motherfucker.
No, thank you. Takes forever, but I'm getting there. So,
Now to 1,000. We need 1,000 subscribers by the end of the month or the end of the year.
yeah, I think probably about maybe the end of the year to maybe first part of next year.
But aren't we in a race with Frank, right? Because he's almost to 900.
No, I think he's at 815, but
Oh, is he?
yeah.
So someone needs to make 15 more dummy accounts.
So, did you watch that video of Black Bart? Like, pretty much.
I've seen
like,
so many different Chris Benoit conspiracy videos. Like, okay, here's my thing on it. He does not belong in the Hall of Fame, even though he's done so much for wrestling. He doesn't belong in it because of that last week in June of 2007, where allegedly he murdered his wife, himself, and his kid, which is unexcusable and as a human being cannot be. It cannot be, what's the word I'm looking for, tolerated or be celebrated or anything like that. Was Chris a good wrestler? He's the best damn technical wrestler in wrestling, period. Let's be honest here. But as a human being, if he did allegedly kill his wife, himself, and his son, because none of us know. This is just all hearsay. Like it could be. It could have been Sullivan. We don't know. It could have been somebody else. We don't know. But he doesn't belong in the Hall of Fame. No.
No, definitely.
And is he a good person? I don't know. I never met him. None of us never met him. I can't tell you anything of that sort.
I had a buddy who worked at the arenas around here, and I think he said Chris Benoit was a good guy, but here's the thing is I don't know, compared to what happened to me with a person I knew who I worked with.
Okay.
I've told this story before a little bit, but it was at my old job. So like I was actually it was from I was working at this job, but it was a guy from my previous job. So I was coming home. A lot of times when I come home, and I'm talking about when I was still mom was still alive, and I was in at her house.
Right,
So
right.
I'm sitting in the driveway a lot of times, probably editing my next video or something, or looking around on Twitter or something like that. Um, and I just happened to walk into the living room, and I heard about this story. Looked up, was like, I told mom, it was like, I worked with that guy. Like, and it was this guy who had, I think, uh, was doing something inappropriate with his child or some. I believe that's what was happened. And the dude to me was cool. Yeah, he was a little shady. He was part of a biker uh, group
Oh,
or
I gotta stop you at two things. That's fucking disgusting. That
oh
this
yeah,
guy allegedly touched a minor. That's fucking disgusting.
and it could have been his child too. I'm like I
Oh,
know
that's just gross. Like how, like allegedly, how can
they
you
let
touch your own child? I'm sorry.
yeah.
Like if I had kids, hell no. That's just fucking weird.
No,
That's your own offspring. That came from your balls, literally, and you're touching. That's
I
I'm being honest. Like that's disgusting, man.
no,
Come on.
I agree. I agree. I like that's what I'm saying. Is like I knew the person. Like I said, he's part of a biker
Right.
club.
Oh, a
But like
MC. Okay.
yeah, MC. And
Right.
I was like, oh, okay, well, but he was kind of shady as like he was not reliable at work, and
Mm-hmm.
he got rehired later on, and then when I got fired from there, I'm like, I think I ran into him once, but after that, like once I saw that, n- honestly, I didn't hear from him again because like one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they finally found him or what, but like what I think him in the same way as when we were work friends. No, he's done in my eyes. Like if that
Right.
is
He was just a colleague that you worked with. That was about
yeah,
it.
collie, yeah. But I'm saying that if it's false allegations, that's one thing. Then like
Right.
I think these false allegations need to be treated as criminally too.
Right.
But if he really did this, he's done in my eyes. Like if I see him, I would probably would one. I was like, we're not friends. Like you better get your ass back to report for. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you.
Right.
Like
Oh, I think
I
anybody in
don't.
their right sense of mind, if you harm a child or hurt a child, that's automatically an ass whooping and then
Yeah,
some.
yeah. That's what I was like. So it's like, but I never heard anything again. I tried to look it up, see they found anything, but I couldn't find anything. It's not like he updated his Facebook. So
Did
like
you say he was on the news when you were
yeah, he
living
was
at your mom's house? Okay. Wow, that's
yeah.
really fucked up. Wow.
Well yeah, because like I said, I just happened to be sitting in the car. A lot of times I'll sit like 5, 10, maybe even 15 minutes in the car. Didn't even think
Hmm.
about it. Walked in. Uh my mom had for some reason she wanted this entertainment center like back in the 90s that
Hmm.
held a tube TV, but she would put the flat screen on top of it. It's like look like looks stupid. Like I
No, it's very tacky.
very
Right.
tacky, but I didn't like it. And like, but she wanted it. I was like, okay. The
Hmm?
thing was a lot heavier than it looked, and I didn't want to ever move it again.
Oh, was it one of those plasma screen? Wait, you're talking about the not the tables, right? Like for like the big old CRT TVs way back in the
Yeah,
day.
yeah. And it
Okay,
was
I thought you were
sinister.
talking about a. No, okay, I thought you were talking about a plasma TVs.
No,
My
no.
bad.
I'm talking about entertainment center that used to
Right, right.
have like you put a 27-inch TV in there, and then a bunch of other things. But
Wow,
mom
okay.
would put the flat screen on top of that. I didn't like that because I think one, she wanted something from her from mom, and
hmm
two, I guess she wanted something a little higher so she could see the TV a little bit better. So I'm
hmm
coming in and I looked up. I literally had to look up to my right and saw that. I was like, and I was like, I told mom, I was like, I know him, and I worked with that guy. So I was
Wow.
like, but I was like, to me, like, even though we're acquaintance, like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I don't think he could have done that. Like, well, I mean, or forgive him. Like, Blackheart was saying that, like, he was acting
hmm
like he was coming up with a bunch of stupid ideas. Like, well, maybe he came in the house and saw both Nancy and Daniel was dead. Well, here's the thing. One, uh, like I said, like if he did just happen to come in there and saw them both dead,
hmm
uh, why didn't he report to go to the police instead of?
Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry. Like, I agree with you, Casey, on that. If you have somebody like your wife and kid, you come home and you find them dead. What the fuck are you doing over there? It looks like you're jerking off and shit.
Oh, they're
That's what it looks like.
they're
Oh,
just. I was
okay. But back to my statement is, if you
yeah.
come home to see your wife and kid dead, you're automatically calling 911 and freaking the fuck out saying, hey,
Yeah.
my wife and kid are fucking laying on the ground dead. I need help now. That's common sense. And you
Yeah.
have them fill out a report and everything.
Mm,
This didn't happen. It literally
no.
took WWE multiple times to have a wellness call happen in fucking Fayetteville, Georgia, and that was
Yeah.
a fucking dumb shit stare because the dumb people that are in charge of the Fayetteville or Fayette County fucking Georgia sheriffs didn't know what the fuck they were doing because they said, "Oh, automatically cut and dry." Cases closed, blah blah blah, and then it went fucking
I think
crazy on like the news and
the
CNN, and then that stupid fucking Nancy Grace was saying,
mm,
"Oh, it's got to be steroids. It's got to be, this and that." It's like
yeah, that bitch.
this bitch.
She had
Tell her
no
how you
idea.
feel, Casey. Tell her.
She
Tell
had,
them how you feel.
she had no idea what she was talking about. She brought a list of wrestlers who died, and
Right. She
then
said
like
Owen Hart died from steroids.
yeah, exactly. Oh,
The
like Owen
motherfucker
Hart,
fell from fucking the Keel Center 90 feet in the fucking air. Are you kidding me?
and she would also put people who killed themselves. So
Right.
like like I do think wrestlers do need like health care, and they're definitely get the short end of the stick, especially if they're not big time superstars. That they got
Right.
the very short end of the stick of being having a
Let me ask
career.
you this, Casey. Think about this way. Okay. Wrestlers are technically 1099s. They're independent contractors, even though when they go to sign for, WWE, they're considered WWE talent
Yep,
exclusively and they can't go anywhere else. So technically,
they
they're
should be
employees
employees.
because exactly, and then they should get employee benefits if there's
Yeah,
if anything. Because think about it, you go to a regular WWE employee that's not a wrestler, they get full benefits. They get a paycheck every week or every 2 weeks.
mm,
I mean, the wrestlers, I don't know if they get it every show they get paid or if it's every month they get paid a large amount of money. I mean,
I don't
I don't
know.
know. I've never been in the business, but I mean, the thing about it, wrestlers have to pay their agents, they have to pay
Oh,
taxes, state and federal. They have to pay
yeah,
every dude. It's a long list. Insurances, car, electric bills, you name it. I mean, then think about it. What they're left over afterwards, it's like not as much as what people think. That
and
$1 million
then
contract could be at the end of the day, after taxes and all that shit, could be maybe 400,000, maybe
Yeah.
300,000. I mean,
Oh yeah, with all
it's
the
not cheap.
tax. Yeah, with
Yeah,
all the taxes and that's like what's left for like profit probably because you
yeah.
got probably you would get. I mean, I know when they're traveling in car, nobody doesn't cover them. I'm hearing that flights they would like when they're doing like the roundabouts. Like if they come to Oklahoma and they go to Texas and like in that area, they'll fly them to there and
Hmm.
then they'll drive around. But obviously, some people like Cody has their own bus.
Yeah, the
I'm
tour
like
bus.
tour bus, but like think about it, that thing's going across the country, so like that thing's taking a lot of mileage going
Oh,
back
well,
and
think
forth.
about it this way. You just made the point, Casey, that quote Cody Rhodes is, he uses a tour bus. So does
Yeah,
Seth Rollins, because him and Becky Lynch and their daughter, they go cross country with WWE when they're all together. They do the same thing.
well, I mean, it makes them a little easier for the wrestler because they can be relaxing in their RV while they
Oh,
have.
there you go. You just made another point. So then, therefore, they have to go pay the fucking bus driver because Seth and Becky aren't driving that bus, and fucking Brandy and Cody ain't running that bus. So they're pretty much right there driving. They have to pay a bus driver to drive the bus all around. So that's more money, more expenses, gas,
Well, imagine you're rich enough.
maintenance.
Imagine you're rich enough to get the bus, but you're not rich enough to have someone drive it for you. So you're done. So you're driving your
What do you
bus
think?
from.
He's Jimmy King over here? Fucking stealing the mom and dad's fucking old RV. Fucking.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
that's, that's what I'm saying. It's like, of course they're gonna have drivers. Like imagine Cody, like when he's done with the show. I mean, it's late at night. It's like 9
1,
o'clock.
2 o'clock, right?
Like,
Well,
well,
I would say wrestling shows. Like,
yeah.
see, that's a lot of people don't understand about the entertainment because I've worked in the entertainment,
Mhm.
with my security. So a lot of tour buses, like music artists, and like a lot of like entertainment, they don't leave until like 2 in the morning.
I know the superstars a lot of times take off when the show is done because, like, I know I hadn't done this in a while, but when they came here in Oklahoma, we would go
Hmm.
to where they keep the buses and everything, and then you would
Yeah,
see them
it's
take
usually
off.
back of the house, right?
Yeah, so it's like they usually the stars will take off after the show's done. Hey, what's up, Steve?
What's up, Steve?
Mm,
Hey, Steve, how was All Out? Because I know he was watching it.
I decided like
It's
already.
still on, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Steve,
Yeah, it's
want to
probably gonna
tell
be on
me?
until probably 1 o'clock, right?
I don't know. Probably. Yeah, I think you might be right. Thanks, Steve. But no, like I do think the wrestlers get the short end of the stick, unless you're a main eventer. Like,
Mm-hmm.
but then it's kind of like the people who actually does all the hard lifting. Like right now, like even at my
Oh, you
job.
mean the roadies, like the people that take care of like the like the
No,
ring, setting up the ring,
no,
tearing down the ring, putting in the production, all that shit, right?
no. I'm talking about like the stars. Like, let's say
Oh,
like for someone. But like I can see it from my side though too. What I do for work, like working on trailers,
mm-hmm.
like I feel like a lot of times being a trailer mechanic, we get the short end of the stick, even though we're the ones who usually bring in the money. But
Mm-hmm.
like you got front office, they're there, and then you got parts people, like,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're out there busting your butt in the heat or the
Mm-hmm.
you're always in the type of element. I mean, yeah, lately for me, I'm inside, but the heat still like it's not like we have ACs in the shop, so you're still
Right.
sweating your falls off.
Let me ask you, because you work on trailers, do you have to be inside of the fucking the trailer itself? Like, like say like it's a semi, right? The
Mhm.
trailer inside the semi trailer. Like, do you have to go inside there and work in there?
Well, if you're talking about doing the work, you can be at most shops. A lot of times they'll have it. You can more their mechanics they want inside. They'll have inside, and then they'll have some people outside. They'll have still have air supply outside, so you can do maintenance outside as well.
Uh huh.
So, uh, but because a lot of times I'll have a job and I'll be at a screeching point because one, either we're waiting for approval
Hmm.
or waiting for parts. And then
Wow.
you can't do anything until you get approval of parts come in. And then it's
Wow.
like, okay, unless the trailer can't move, then you have to leave it sit in where it is. So it'd be like, okay, now I'm outside. And a lot of times you put the new people outside and have the people who've been there forever inside. But
Hmm.
been in Pennsylvania where I worked. Now that we're kind of off the topic, but that's fine.
I know. We were talking about Chris Benoit. Now we're talking about this.
Yeah, but dude, first job as a trailer mechanic, dude. I was our workshop was a trailer itself.
Hmm.
We would
Right.
put it was toolbox where you have line our toolbox inside, and then we had a little dining table so you could sit down and take a break, and then a
Hmm.
microwave and then a sink. We were remote off the grid because
Oh
we didn't
wow.
we didn't have real running water. The only way we can get running water is if we go to fill it up. I don't even remember. It's been 10 plus years since I with that, but we would take the bucket of the barrel and fill it up with water, and that would be our how we wash up.
Oh wow.
And
That's crazy. Like
yeah,
that's not even. It doesn't even sound like it's like humane. Like you would think, fuck with being a company, you would have something that's like a portable wash area. Like how like a lot of people would have like the porter potties, and then they would have like a
we did
portable
have
bathroom. Like you would think something like that.
we did have porta potty. Well, we had one there. So there's several times if someone was there, I would have to find a corner to piss. But well, it was just the place was built to be just in case if this thing falls apart or goes bankrupt, that they could easily just dismantle. That's pretty much what it was because
Mm.
we were working on a rail yard and
Hmm.
how they was their trailers were hooked up way different than some other companies. There's some companies they'll take like they'll pick up the trailers with this big crane thing and they put it onto the train
Hmm.
or containers like that too. They have that big crane thing, but this company I worked for, uh, would have these trailers interlinked with each other going onto the train. Uh, they'll because there's a little lip that comes on the nose of the trailer, and
Right.
the back of the trailer has a pin, and you have to have this long key to lock it into place. And
Right.
in between the two trailers has this railroad bogie. So you had this air system on underneath these trailers. So the trailers itself becomes a train because the tires will come up and tuck up into the trailer so
Hmm.
it could you know not hit the tracks and anything. But I hated those trailers because one is that I always those were the worst trailers to work on because
Oh, it sounds like it.
because no other company had this air system like this. Then also, like, if you had to change an airbag, you had to take this what's called the set of tandems, where the where the axles are. You can
Mhm.
separate that from the trailer, and you drag it out, and just to change an airbag because it's all enclosed. So whoever designed this trailer was the worst person on the planet. But I hated him. And then also, one other thing was when they would send these trailers into what we would send either the empties out to get filled with merchandise, I guess. And
Right.
when they come in, we would have the same crew to break the train. And there's
Mhm.
anytime the trailers can get separated, they'll call maintenance to come over there and have it try to work on it. A lot of times it's either a couple things like the air ride's not working properly, and the biggest one is like this pin that keeps them connected. Uh,
Right.
they would say that a tip of a pencil could lock this up. So,
What?
like, yes, because the wall where the pin goes through is so
Mhm.
tight. Like, if like a little chunk of metal from the wall comes off and lodges itself, it just stuck. So a lot of times you would have to either take a torch and heat the metal around it, or
Right.
sometimes we would have to get approval to get into these trailers and to separate. And what sucks, you always have to get the skinny guy to go in there because we had the bumper tucked up and blocking the doors. So it's not like, oh, you can swing the doors open. The door can only prop open to a certain point. So you would send someone. You had to wait for approval to
Right.
break the seal, and then you get the skinny guy to squeeze his ass through the door, and then there's a little hole where you can put a punch like a door bolt through, and then you have to take a sledgehammer to knock the pin down. And there's several times we'll be waiting forever for approval. We're sitting on the tracks. I'm like, oh my god. And you have to make sure you're covering your time, but if you're sitting there and you're waiting and waiting, and like this place, if you started a job, you had to end the job before you take off. Not someone you couldn't just have the trailer wait for the next day, or
Mhm.
someone can continue working on it. No, you had to finish it. So there's been days I would have to stay late for hours to finish it. But
Wow, that sounds ridiculous.
yeah, you figure, hey, next shift because this first job had
Right. I mean, because there's two shifts, right? There's like the morning shift and the afternoon, right?
there's three shifts because they have.
Oh, okay. Oh, and then overnight, right? Okay.
And I used to be
Let me ask you: did they work you guys like 8 or 10 hour days?
8 hours, I believe.
Okay. Because there's some manufacturing, like assembly plants, that will work like 8 or 10 or 12 hour shifts. That's why I asked.
And I think a lot of times, like, yeah, it's 8 hours. So uh, when your shift is done, the next one come in. But there's a
Right, and they take care of it.
yeah. Well, here's the problem: is there's a spot right there, like you're wrapping up and they're getting ready. So there's a dead spot right there, and you'll have a trucker come in like, oh, there you're gonna have to wait. We're about to leave and they're getting ready or what. So there's a few. I suggested one time for me to come in like in between, but I've been on all three shifts because
Hmm.
uh, but I hated that job. But there was going back to that one part where I was we would wait for approval, and then we would just had said screw it, and we were like, you know what, fuck them. We knew a way how to get in through that door without breaking the seal. A lot of times you could just take the nut off the latches, and we'll take the latches off and get in there, and so the seal still is sealed, but we're just doing what we do just to get the trailer unhinged. And like we're going to be there forever because you need approval because God forbid something like we're not there to steal anything. We just want to do our fucking job. Like if they're just I don't know. It was just stupid. I hated
You
that.
see, that's what I don't get is a lot of people take their jobs way too fucking serious. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Okay,
Yeah.
it's like people have to understand and be fucking level with one another. You go in there, you punch a fucking clock, you do your job like you're supposed to, and then you punch the fuck out and you go home. I don't know why people are like, oh my god, I gotta do this and that, I gotta bust my ass way too harder than it is. People need to go with the old saying is work smarter, less harder. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just common sense.
And what sucks there's always politics too, you know.
Oh yeah, dude. There's fucking where I'm at right now. There's fucking politics. People play politics. It's like, dude, politics are the worst. Nobody's better than anybody in this world. Let's fucking get that straight right now. Casey's not better than me. I'm not better than Casey. Nobody fucking in this chat's better than any of us. That's just fucking how it is. Let's be honest here. Everybody's the fucking same.
I agree, but you know there are people want to think like they're better than you, and
Oh yeah, dude. Of course, it's the fucking what the come on, help me out with the word, Casey.
ego.
The packing order. Yeah, well, yeah. Besides ego, of course. No, the packing order or the fucking
corporate
it's something like that. The word I'm looking for is seniority. There's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, it's like motherfucker. That don't mean shit. You could be at a job for 30 fucking plus years. You ain't better than me. You're the fucking same. You wear the same uniform. You have the same. It doesn't fucking matter. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Here's one thing. I was like, I was gonna say some things, but I gotta be more careful what I say because
no, as long as you don't say your company, I mean, it doesn't fucking matter.
But shit gets leaked somehow.
Oh, yeah.
But we got Simone Watchman here. What's up, dude? What's up, Oos?
What's up, Oos?
Nothing much. Just relaxing, having a good day.
So when are you pulling up with the fucking mullet and the sunglasses and the mustache, Casey?
I should do that.
Dude, that would be fucking funny. A hilarious parody of fucking, or no, you know what? Not the fucking parody. Do Casey Gruden with the fucking.
Dr. Disrespect. I could be Dr. Respect.
Or Casey Disrespect.
But, like, I think listening to him, like, I bet his lawyer probably told him he be more careful because when I was reading his statement when he released it months ago, it's like, well, when the guy was released a statement on Twitter, it was like laced with a bunch of cuss words. So, like, well, if you're gonna have a statement, he says his son has a 3.5 foot mullet. That's nuts.
Well, I mean, let's be honest here. Let's clarify what a lot of people think is a mullet and what people think is long hair. I mean, some people say a mullet is short on top, long in the back, which is correct, and short on the sides. But if like say people have really long hair, just really long hair, like I've had really long hair that was all the way to my butt, and then I cut it, and that was like over 3 feet tall. Over 3 feet. I mean,
He's a brown Joe Dirt.
he's a brown Joe Dirt. Oh my god, that's fucked up. That's funny.
But oh god, I kind of got sidetracked. But
I'm gonna make a meme of you being like Dr. Disrespect. What do you want your name to be?
I think it should be Dr. Respect because I mean
Dr. Respect.
yeah.
So what I'm gonna do is do the parody. Like I'm gonna take his fucking mullet and his sunglasses. And I'm gonna get rid of your fucking goatee and put the fucking mustache on you.
Well, what we need to do is the.
Do you have any pictures of you being bald, like no facial hair at all,
It would be
like
great
smooth baby face?
I think what we should do would be awesome if we're able to get like a full get up, like
Yeah.
or just call him I'm the fat Dr. Disrespect.
Oh yeah, Casey always gets offended by people calling him fat, but yeah, you just said the fat Dr. Disrespect. Okay, no, I could fucking do that, dude. I have a great program that works.
I would not get the 24/7 belt if the only reason if someone got it for me and paid for me to keep it. That's the only reason I would keep that fucking thing.
Yeah, but you gotta defend it, Casey.
That is the worst belt on the planet. I mean, we've done I think our worst belts, and I had it up there.
Wow, that was 2 years ago. We did that.
Yeah, and I thought, and well, it's up there. It's I think number one gotta be the butterfly Divas belt. I hated.
Oh yeah, the 2003 to 2010. Yeah, the Divas belt. That was horrible. Yeah. But I do miss the bra and panties matches. Let's be honest here; those were good.
Oh, he said the Saudi Rumble title. The Saudi Rumble title was actually not bad looking. The main plate was actually looked cool, but it was pointless because it's not like he defended the fucking belt. He had it, and
it was a novelty. Let's be honest here.
Exactly, that's what it is. It was, yeah. There was a butterfly freaking belt. Yeah, there was the Divas Championship was a butterfly.
I'm shocked Casey doesn't have it.
No, but actually, I have rearranged the belts. I came home.
I see this.
And I changed it around because I didn't.
Hold on, move your screen to the right some, because there's a belt that we can't see.
Which one?
To your right.
Are you talking about that one? Is red?
Yeah, that red one. The red one.
Hold on, are you talking about that red
one? No. Yeah, on that side. Turn your camera to that side. Because you still got belts going that way. No, to the side, Casey.
You talking about the universal belt?
Yeah, but on that side, no, not the universal belt. You see where all your belts are laying on the wall? Move your camera towards that, because there's a couple of belts that we can't see. Yeah, what's that one all the way to the back over there? Is that?
That's the NWA. That's the NWA national belt.
Oh, okay. And then you have the NWA World's Heavyweight Championships.
Yeah,
okay.
That's what I did. I moved the NWA belt over there. I moved the big gold over there. Move ECW around because I decided to put the first WWF title up there.
Yeah.
And have like the wall of the WWE championships.
Right.
Well, thanks for coming by, Simone Watchman.
Yeah, have a good night.
And then I really hadn't I didn't like having the belts draped off the shelving, so I had the boxing belt directly behind me.
Oh my god, that's a good idea, Casey. We're gonna dress you up like a little boxer. We gotta see if you can put that belt around your waist. Get one of those. Go to like Walmart and get one of the fucking bathrobes. Throw it over. And fucking get some boxing gloves and just go into a random store with the belt on and the boxing gloves, the shorts. No.
I just thought of something. You brought up last week talking about Mr. McMahon thing going.
Oh yeah. We were gonna talk about that. I sent that to fucking Mikkel. I totally forgot to talk to you about that. So the trailer just released yesterday. What's your thoughts on it? I'm interested in it. Personally, I can't wait for the 6-episode docu-series. I can't wait.
Well, I've seen people doing reactions to it, so I'm gonna be a little careful.
I think we can. It's Vice. We'll be all right.
That's what. No, this is Netflix.
Oh yeah, we'll be all right. If people are showing it, we'll be all right. What are they gonna do? Kick us because we're 800 subs? Suck it.
Oh, me. Just make us.
There you go. That's much better.
All right. Allegations, all the controversies right there.
Of course. Why wouldn't they? But I'm gonna say this right now on the record so people can fucking use this if they want. I think, in my opinion, Vince McMahon, love him or hate him, the guy is a fucking self-made billionaire from a fucking poor white trash trailer trash kid from North Carolina to buying his dad's wrestling company for $1 million and turning it into a global fucking juggernaut that literally killed every company in its path and then bought it up. He's got balls, man. He's got balls. He's done something that nobody could ever fucking do. Hell, he went one-on-one with another billionaire with Ted Turner and he kicked their ass and fucking bought the product. Let's be honest here.
He killed the territory.
Right.
Like where he had all the territories with like AWA and even Terry Lawler.
Right. Well, I mean, let's be honest here. AWA was dying because Vern Gagne couldn't fucking keep it afloat. That's why Bischoff left to go to WCW.
Oh yeah, like plus I mean he stiffed the wrestlers, like that's why Lawler decided to do a no-show on them. Like that's the problem with wrestling. Another thing about wrestling is that, like these promoters. If they're not big time promoters, then you can't trust them that they're actually going to give you your.
It's all carny work, Casey. That's the thing. It's a carny act. People don't understand these carnies. That's why they call wrestling fan fucking marks, because it's like the old carnival system. You go into the fucking thing, they look at your wallet to see how much you have. They try to get you towards the midway to the fucking main point where everybody's spending their money, and they mark you as a fucking mark. I mean, it's common sense.
Well, I'm wondering how much of this changed ever since. I mean, I find it crazy that Netflix is still going to do this, even though Raw's heading to
I think it's great.
Oh, I mean, honestly, if you see the way they're setting it up, it's definitely they're having it almost like Vice-like. It's like Dark Side of the Ring.
Exactly. That's the vibes it's giving me. I mean, personally, I can't wait. I mean, I'm gonna buy the Netflix. You know what I was thinking is, Casey, when this does happen, I think in 2 weeks, this is when it happens. It starts.
Yeah.
I think we should do an episode for each episode.
Oh,
like
I think
that would be fun.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we couldn't show the product.
Well, obviously, right? Images.
Well, we can show images, yeah, but that'd be kind of hard. We can probably bring up images ourselves.
Right.
But like, it's just crazy. I'm wondering how much of this. I mean, I know they started this in 2020, 2 years before any of this shitstorm started.
Really? It started in COVID years? I thought it was like 21 or 22. No, I thought it took 2 years.
No, it
okay.
started in 2020. So I wonder how much of this changed. Because they said they have hundreds of hours interviewing Vince. So that means multiple days
I
that
wonder
he.
if that Michael Lang. You ever seen Off the Script with Michael Lang, the Canadian reporter that did a whole bunch of
No.
wrestling segments back in the '90s, late '90s, when WCW and WWF were going at each other? I'm
No,
wondering if that's a
I
lot
heard.
because he's got it. There's an hour long, I think, or hour and a half long interview that they sat down together and did a talk. I'm curious if they bought that because it's on YouTube, literally, or they used it.
Well, I mean, I'm wondering how much of he's going to be honest because, I mean, we know Hogan is a well-known liar.
Oh yeah,
It-
every wrestler in the in the industry is a fucking liar. It doesn't matter who they are; they're all
yeah,
fucking
but
liars.
oh yeah, to a point. But I'm like Hogan's the biggest liar on the planet
Oh
because
yeah,
he said shit that's just outrageously like. But I also think his age is getting up there as fucking CTE too because
right.
I don't know if you heard about where he went on Logan Paul's podcast and he says how this is how the whole Chris Benoit thing has happened, but
Wait, are you talking about Hogan?
yeah, where Hogan's like, well, the fans they still love him even after he did the crazy shit.
I haven't seen this yet, but from what I've heard, is since Hogan has been a reborn Christian,
Mm.
he's changing his life around in his ways, and he's trying to be more forgiving and more accepting to people. Like, yeah, does he regret saying the N word? Yeah, he's said it many of times afterwards that he is. Do we believe him? I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I don't know Terry
Yeah,
Bollea like that.
well, we're not the person, so we couldn't say yes or no. Like
Exactly.
honestly, sorry that he got caught, but
Right. I mean,
uh,
let's be honest with you. I mean, we can't sit there and crucify Hogan because let's be honest here, everybody has said that word. It doesn't matter who the hell you are. We've all said the words here or there. So nobody's innocent.
I would say that's true, definitely. Like I would, but uh, and I'm not gonna really crucify him for the whole Chris Benoit thing because
I didn't
he
hear it.
was well. I can. Well, he was pretty much what he's saying that how the fans are forgiving.
Do you have
Uh,
video of this?
yeah, if you give me a minute,
Well,
I
hold on.
don't
Let's
know.
watch this. Let's finish this up
Yeah,
and then
let's
we'll do
finish.
that.
Yeah, I agree. Let's do that.
That I happen to be a self-made billionaire.
Did
He's
you
not wrong.
hear anything? Because I didn't hear nothing.
I heard a fucking knock. Like it sounds like somebody knocked.
Because I turned the video on and I didn't hear anything.
No, I heard it. He said, I'm a self-made billionaire." Not just because it says it right there on the screen.
Yeah,
I heard that come out of Vince's mouth.
that's not true because I mean in wrestling even that's not true because like if it wasn't wrestling he was a failure. The XFL was a failure twice.
Yeah.
He did the Evil Knievel stunt that was when he was trying to promote that. That failed. He actually had to pay Evil Knievel money. You know that thing bombed and
Right.
bankrupt him. So like he tried everything out of the sun trying to
Be a
get
promoter.
out, be a promoter, but get out
And the only
of
thing that stuck was wrestling.
yeah. And I don't think he loves wrestling at all because
I think it's
he
more of a hobby and money. Because, come on.
oh yeah
Once Vince fucking got his first dollar after promoting the WWF, he just kept. Because you got to remember, think about this. Vince didn't come from a wealthy family. He came from a white trash trailer fucking park outside of fucking Raleigh, North Carolina. Let's be honest here, or Charlotte, either one. The point of the fact of the matter is, this kid was hungry to fucking succeed, and yeah, did he 12 years later find his dad, his real dad, and buy the company, and his old man died and fucking made $1 billion corporation out of it? Yeah, I would say that's successful. Anything else, like you said, Casey, yeah, it's a failure. The XFL and the fucking, all these other ones. I mean,
I would even said.
he did go bankrupt twice. Let's be honest here. He did go bankrupt too.
Yeah, but Donald Trump gone bankrupt a few times on it. Well, he bankrupted some of his businesses. Him personally, no.
Right.
But hold on. Damn. Ooh, that just came out of nowhere.
Bless you.
Thank you. But yeah, even the World Body Federation or Bodybuilding Federation, that was a failure too. Like he tried everything that could have he thought was going to make him money. Like he could have bought the UFC for chump change before.
Oh yeah, back in like '95. Yeah, I would definitely do.
Oh, no, I mean, I think '95 is when the UFC was pretty much made, but
no, that's when Ken Shamrock and all that really started. I mean, you remember that old classic UFC logo of the fucking animated guy with the punch logo? Yeah, that was like pre it blowing up. Because I remember boxing at that point was still popular than the UFC because it went boxing, wrestling. Because you had the WWE and WCW was on fire, and then the UFC, a lot of people weren't really even watching it. That was like the third brand.
Well, the thing was, UFC wasn't legitimate until they finally because I mean you didn't have rounds. It would only end until someone either knocked out or submit. So
who do you think really made the UFC popular? I would say Chuck Liddell and Ken Shamrock.
I would say personally, what made them popular was Spike TV.
The Spike TV deal, right? But I'm talking about the fighter themselves. I mean, UFC Fighter, that show was what made it successful too.
I don't know. I mean,
I'm gonna say Chuck Liddell.
I mean, I could see Chuck Liddell. God, trying to think that one. The guy who was in TNA a couple times.
Not Tank Abbott. He was a boxer.
No. I think he also fought a few times, but
maybe.
God, trying to think he showed up only a couple times. He showed up once in the early years, and then once during the Dixie Carter age.
Wait, the midget?
No, he's a former champion too. I'm trying to think of what his name. Not Rampage or King Mo, but God, Tito Ortiz.
Oh, okay.
Tito Ortiz. He was a big name too. I don't know. I would say
I totally forgot about him.
I'd say Tito Ortiz. Him and it was him and versus wasn't Chuck Liddell a thing, or is Tito?
Yeah, that was a thing that happened. I mean, hell, think about it this way: we're mentioning the big stars of WWE, WCW, then UFC. I mean, come on, think about it this way: how boxing became number one. You had Holyfield, Tyson, that fight right there where Tyson bit his ear off.
Oh, yeah.
Then you had Joe Louis and Sugar Ray. You had all these.
I started following boxing pretty much when Tyson became champion.
Yeah, that's the same here. I think it was just before he went to prison, though. I started watching it. I think
I
it
would
was
say all.
Holyfield.
You gotta remember, I'm also a little older than you, so
Right,
I was watching him when he first won,
right.
and then after that, uh, hold on, the Rose is
What
giving
do you
us
say?
the information.
Dude, Danielson was just destroyed by the BCC, and Moxley choked him out with a plastic bag execution style. Really, Rose?
Oh
Huh.
wow!
Wow, that's crazy.
I'm still. I bet Brian Danielson probably still has the belt though, because he
Now, let me ask you, is this the main event? What happened?
yeah, I'm
Okay.
sure it is.
I don't know. I didn't watch it.
I didn't watch it either. Like,
I've been
it's like,
watching college football all day.
but hold on. What do you mean no? All right, we finished this, and then Swerve and Adam Page are. Oh, okay. That Swerve and Adam Page is the main event. Okay,
Oh, okay. Okay. It's an
that's it.
unsanctioned cage match. Ooh, that should be
Ooh,
interesting.
that sounds like fun. Oh, at the very end of Dynamite, where Adam Page showed up at Swerve's new his childhood house, but he
Okay.
burned it. Adam Page burned it down to the ground.
Uh-huh.
It was a good scene,
I didn't
so
watch it.
it was good. But
Uh-huh.
let's go ahead and continue with
Yeah,
this.
let's keep with this Vince McMahon.
Benoit. And obviously, they're going to probably talk about that. And actually, I think this is, uh, and I think this interview is when either that was out because of that, or this dude also did an interview about Roddy Piper too, right here.
Hmm. Yeah.
So I don't know if this is about the Benoit situation or Roddy Piper, but you can't blame Vince because he's not the only guy in this promoter in this business. Even when he did buy WCW and got ECW, like they got look. There's other companies out there. There's TNA, there's AEW, there's all New Japan, or there's
Well, I
AAA.
mean, hell, if you think about it this way, Casey, New Japan Pro Wrestling's been around longer than the WWF has.
I don't
It's the
know.
only it's the only company that hasn't ever been bought out by the WWE. Think about it. WCW, ECW, the territories,
Yeah,
uh, you name it. They're all gone to the WWE except for TNA. That's the only one that's still kicking. And then if you go overseas, New Japan Pro Wrestling was going on prior because that was the only wrestling company in Japan.
well then
And that
now
was
you
going on for years. Well, FMW too, right?
well
Was that a Japanese
yeah,
company?
yeah, that and you have I think all Japan, and
All
then
Japan?
yeah, and then I think wasn't it trying to think of another one. I
Don't
know
think
there's
too hard, Casey.
I think there's other companies, but like you cannot completely blame McMahon for what's going on. Like
Oh yeah,
he
no.
like I mean it's the times. Like wrestlers, I mean sadly a lot of times you have to have tragedies to evolution to evolve
Right.
sport. I mean
Think about
we've
it this
seen
way.
it we've
Oh, go
seen it
ahead,
with
Casey.
we've seen it with NASCAR where
Yeah,
when Pat
Dale
oh
Earnhardt.
yeah, like if people has died in NASCAR, but because uh, it was an option that Dale Earnhardt Sr. did not want to wear that device at that time.
Yeah,
He killed him.
yeah.
Like it forced people to have to wear that device because of that.
Right.
Like, and I think that now they have safety barriers and like they're trying to save the people. I can understand that, and there's like I said, sadly, tragedies has to happen to involve the sports sometimes, and
Mhm.
that's what happened with WWE because in the early 2000s, oh my God, people were dying left and right until Benoit died, and they finally, yeah, they had the wellness program right after Eddie died, but there were still problems with the wellness program where Chris Benoit could get a buttload of steroids and still pass a.
You know what's funny is, speaking of that, so a lot of wrestlers went to the same doctor that would prescribe the same pills that
Yeah.
Chris Benoit was receiving.
Yeah.
So, and including Eddie Guerrero was going to the same doctor. It was a
Well,
wrestler's doctor.
I didn't know about that, but
Yeah, look it up. That guy that fucking gave Chris Benoit all those drugs,
yeah.
he was prescribing them to all the wrestlers.
Huh? I mean, I know they had online pharmacy that leaked, or it was a sting or something, where several wrestlers got suspended because they're part of that list. And
Well, back then it was still in the infancy stage, Casey. You got to remember, like, yeah, the early to late, the late 90s, early 2000s, yeah, the internet isn't like how it is now. So, I mean, hell, even back in like 2000 to 2007, it wasn't the big thing as it is now. I mean, we had
it was
Facebook, or not Facebook, but MySpace, but I mean, that was about it.
hey,
We
I
had
think
YouTube.
Facebook was there too, but it was
Was it?
earlier.
Yeah, it was
Could have
like
been
early.
yeah, MySpace was the thing before that. So,
Hmm.
but
Well, I mean, technically, AOL mess chat rooms were the
yeah,
first one. Let's be honest here.
but no, it's just when they had finally made the wellness program more a real thing, you started seeing less of these people dying left and right. Now it's just wrestlers who are actually, in their old ages, like they're
Right.
not dying in their 40s no more. They're like, sadly, I mean, yeah, I made fun of Sid. I feel bad a little bit about that, but
You
I mean,
feel bad?
but the
You
guy.
literally showed this man breaking his leg like 5 times in a row, okay? And now you say, oh, I feel bad because that's on my conscience. And I can't have a bad conscience. Yeah, okay, Casey.
No, but I'm like, maybe it was out of taste, but I mean, the guy, it was just, I thought it was a funny bit, but at least he had.
Costanza on Twitter, he literally made a parody of your reaction to the whole Sid parody stunt.
Oh, really? Where?
Yeah, it was like a day or two after the show last Saturday.
Was it
Yeah, it
on
was
Twitter?
funny. Yeah, it's on Twitter.
I had to check that out. That's
Yeah, I'll send you the fucking link. I
yeah,
have it. Hold on, I'll be right
yeah,
back.
that'd be interesting. Are you st- Do you still hear me? I guess not. But as he's doing that, I'm gonna take a swig of my drink. I am getting a little parched. Oh, that's good. I need to put ice in that. But when we get back, we'll continue this. It's crazy. Like I'm wondering how much of this is going to be truthful on McMahon's side. Like Hogan, like I said, Hogan's not as trustworthy, and I feel like McMahon's up there as well. But I don't know. It'd be interesting to see that whole thing. But I'm definitely down to watch this, and I would love to react to it. But honestly, we can watch it and react to it, but we honestly can't have the audio on, or that'd be copyright. So, for but I can't wait to watch it. It's coming soon too. I guess in a couple weeks. Oh, what's up, Duke ass? My weasel. So, I'm planning to do is I am going to play some more Astrobot. Oh, dude, I not only got 800, I got to 802. Nice. Let me see. I released Beetlejuice. Let's see where we're at right now. Let me look something up. See how it's going. We're doing pretty good on views right now. So, yeah, we're doing good. So, once he. Oh, shoot. Did you mean to leave?
Yeah. No, dude, for some reason, every time because I use the internet version of StreamYard, so every time I leave, it kicks me out. But no, I sent it to you in your Twitter DMs. It's fucking funny.
All right, well, let's finish this first.
Yeah, let's finish up. We keep being sidetracked.
Well, because one, we're giving commentary.
Okay, Tiger. Okay, Tiger King over here. Got him out, and then they blew up the limousine. It's common sense.
Oh, duh. I mean, I didn't think
You're the one that asked. I wonder how they did that.
Oh, I'm just saying, like, it looks seamlessly. That's what I'm saying.
It's because of how they cut it together to make it look so good.
Yeah, and honestly, they recorded that. I mean,
right? Obviously, it was pre-recorded.
Yeah, but I'm one thing I'm hoping that they don't have a bunch of blurring out the fucking WWF logo.
Right.
And I think a lot of times, because sometimes you'll see them unblur, and sometimes they blur, and I think a lot of times they're just it's already blurred, so fuck it, we're gonna leave it because
I don't understand why they keep blurring it. It's not the same logo as fucking the stupid panda logo. It's totally different.
Well, yeah, but they also sued because of the logo.
But it doesn't mean anything, though, Casey. Think about it. The WWF for the World Wildlife Fund is different than the World Wrestling Federation. Totally different names. The abbreviation of WWF? If that was the case, then Vince should have just fucking used the World Wrestling Federation instead of saying the WWF. You know, I mean, let's be honest here. You know,
actually, he could. What I heard,
he could sue them.
He could actually say the World Wrestling Federation and not be prosecuted. It's the initials got him.
I think it's fucking dumb.
I think this is my theory. I think
because think about it this way. They used, remember how they had a .org for the Wildlife Federation or the Wildlife Foundation? WWF.com was always the World Wrestling Federation.com. They used the .org. So what the fuck is the difference if someone types in WWF.com to look up wrestling, or someone types in WWF.org for the fucking Wildlife Funded? That's fucking dumb. They should have never sued. We should still be calling this company the WWF because it's what it is. It's not the WWE. It was only the WWE because of this whole lawsuit bullshit, and they lost, and they got the whole campaign of get the F out, which was fucking dumb.
Well, I actually liked the commercials. It was funny. But
the barbecue,
that and the hedge,
the bush, yeah.
But my theory on why you'll see them some blur logos and some not my theory is that because they're already blurred, it's like,
Mhm.
well, it'll be so much work to unblur it. It's like, fuck it, just leave it as it is. Because
Right.
it's so easier just to put a blur on something and then go back. Like, I'm hoping they have the master copy of it not edited.
Yeah.
They can go and fix that. But, hey! Go on.
Oh, Casey. Casey is a true child.
I don't know. I guess my neighbors are going.
You know what's funny is when you were yelling at Dukas, it sounded like a little kid yelling at his dog, like, "Hey!" Should go up to the upstairs apartment and do the truffle shuffle and run away.
I don't like them because I have to stop instead of keep yelling at them.
This is
But
live, pal.
this is live, pal. But no, I think that's why they don't unblur because well, you would have to go back to the master copy to get the unblur version because I mean ever since that lawsuit back in '02, I mean think
Uh-huh.
about it. But like yeah, I think it's been 10 years that well it was from like '02 to 2012. Then they're like, oh, we can now we don't have to censor it, but we can't have any other shows with initials. So have it unblur.
What one was it? Was it the 20th anniversary of Raw when they
No,
actually used the actual WWF logo?
it was the 1000 episode.
It was the 1000 episode. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember when they actually used the WWF logo, and a lot of people fucking their minds were blown because they were actually making the old Raw Monday Night Raw t-shirts that had the WWF logo, and they had the WWF logo belts and all that, and people were blowing their minds were blown because they're like, we're not, that's a forbidden logo, we can't use it, but yet fucking they're doing it.
Well, I just think that's why that you would see some blur logos and some on. It's like they're too lazy to undo it because it
Yeah.
would be so much work. What's up, Tour Capture? It says the WWF get the F out was like Nintendo getting the in or getting the
Huh?
fucking in. Get out, fucking in. Love it. I'm thinking he's saying get the in out, something like
Oh.
that. He's trying to make it like the compare the WWF and Nintendo.
Oh, okay.
But let's go ahead and continue. Actually, that looks pretty fucking evil. Look right there, doesn't it?
No, that one. Go back to that mirror when he was looking in the mirror and
Yeah.
his head was down. Go back to that. That looks fucking evil. Right there. Me fit.
I
And
can't
we're
wait
giving
for
free promotional.
that.
They owe us money.
Get that off there. So yeah, I can't wait for that. Now I'm getting a little lick fast. I think Dickus is saying that I'm dirty. Like I took a shower last
Ready
night.
for what?
Oh, he's licking my arm up right now. I don't have no peanut butter on my arm.
Oh my. Oh my god, we're going with this angle still. I'm waiting for the day Casey comes on stream completely covered in peanut butter. And Duke just hops up and starts licking Casey everywhere, and everybody's like, what the fuck are you doing?
I should get like an empty peanut butter jar, and be on live. It's like, and just pick it up. It's like I gotta get more peanut butter.
Get a paintbrush and fucking just. Oh, this isn't what you're supposed to do with the peanut butter?
Well, let's check this thing out. Oh, let me go to X and see that. Let's see what Stanza did. You gotta be careful. You can't just show X because you'll, from my end, God.
No, just don't show your fucking YouTube, your eBay account and dox yourself again.
Well, it's not. Hold on. This brings it up to Fizzy Pops right here. Oh, it's Sid Vicious broken leg drive through. All right, let's check this out. Let me bring this up real quick. Let's give this a shot. Hopefully, we don't get copyright for this, but we can react to this. The Fizzy Pops video. Right here. Sid Vicious broken leg drive through prank. Hopefully, this will be funny. Oh my god!
My leg! Go back! Cause I am the man! The ruler of the world! Oh, my leg! Ah! Is that you, Goldberg? And I will bring you to the top of the mountain and crash you down.
Oh my god, that's brilliant.
Sweet mercy, my leg! I've broken my leg and I need help! Help me! My leg! Sweet mercy! Ah! Help, my leg is broke! I need your help! Ah! Look at that boot! He did a damn good looking boot! And I know that you know that you have half the leg that I have!
Get the have the brain thing. So I have the half the leg that you have. Oh my god, this guy's brilliant.
I just want to let you know I want to challenge you to a title match, and I will bring you to the top of the mountain and crash you down with my bare hands, because I know that you know that I have half the brain that you have. And I come here and you make me feel like a jackass. My life is broken.
I could tell that the proms, for a couple reasons, is that pink oh god, that pink post, and they wear aprons, and that looks like a Brahms. What Brahms is a fast food joint, but what mainly known for their ice cream. Like,
Wait, is that the one with the donkey on it?
No.
Okay.
But if you guys in Oklahoma, Brahms, check out their ice cream. Their food's okay. Like, sometimes I'll get a bag of burgers for like $5. And you get 5 burgers, and I think if you want cheese, it's like $2 more for all of them.
Jeez.
So I was like,
You are Wimpy, aren't you?
What?
The character off Popeye, Wimpy, that has the fucking cheeseburgers.
But yeah, that's Brahms right there. Oh, their logo is pretty much a ice cream cone.
Oh, okay.
Look at your coffee, and I was in a wrestling ring, and I broke my
No,
leg.
that's not it. I saw donuts, so that's Dunkin' Donuts.
Probably.
I got it. She don't want to smile, cause she likes to see me suffer in my pain with my broken leg. Oh, sweet mercy, help me, cause my leg in your coffee that I drank, me and my leg so broken, and even the bone is sticking out. And you don't want to help me. Even you point at me. Look at that leg. It's broken leg. Look at my leg. Look at my leg. It's broken. And the bone is sticking out.
Look at that dude's face.
The bone sticking out. My leg.
Imagine if that was his real leg, like how far he can stick out of the window like that without moving.
It's possible.
Oh, come on. There's no way you could sit like
Sid
that.
was what, 7 feet tall, right?
Yeah,
Same height as the Undertaker?
Yeah, but imagine you're lifting it over from underneath the dash and you have it hooked, coming around, hooked, it makes a left outside.
Are you doing the Huck Tui?
No.
Okay.
My hooks a left. Like, obviously, they know that's a fake leg. Like, at least.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Yeah, but there's no way you can have your leg sticking out that far. Like, I don't care. Maybe a woman, but no one like Sid could do that. I mean, at least make it more realistic. Maybe like comes out like the side of the window and kind of like hang down. But the problem is, people like when you saw the actual him breaking his leg, it is flopped over like that.
Exactly. So how do we know it's really broken?
It could be his real leg.
I'm a man of my word, and the world is mine as I claim.
See, right now, I don't hear that. I don't know what's going on, but I didn't hear anything right there.
I did.
Like, I can hear you, but I don't see this. I mean, I don't hear this.
That I can't take.
There we go.
Cause with these hands that I claw my way to the top, no man will understand who I am. Even if I have arthritis in my fingers, they will know that I will order. Yeah. I know that you guys messed up my order. And you think I come around like some jackass? I said I want cream and sugar in my coffee, and you guys made it black. You made it black. They think that I'm some pushover. Goldberg. I'm looking for Goldberg. Oh no, that came on. I'm looking for Goldberg.
You see this chick, she's laughing at this shit like she's trying not to.
His leg fell off, too.
And that's what I do. One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you. Look at that boot. Ain't that a damn good looking boot? You put the water on the boot. My leg.
He should do more.
My leg.
I'm not gonna lie, he should do more walking around with the broken leg instead of going around the drive-thru. He should have done a couple of the drive-thru, but
Should have went off the top rope with it on.
No, he actually.
Oh wait, the
jumped off-
second.
Yeah, the second rope.
Shit, I should have jumped off the second rope with it.
But see, I think it'd be more hilarious if he walked into these fast food restaurants with the broken leg instead of going through the drive-through, because it would have made it a lot more funnier.
You know, I mean a bigger scene.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
but because I mean, when he's flopping outside the window, I mean, honestly, it looks fake. So I'm like, at least it looks a little bit more real when he's walking on it, you know?
I think it's more a reaction, if anything.
Yeah, true. Look at these people. They don't even react. You know what I mean? The guy has a broken leg sticking out on the window, and they have no reaction, or they're laughing at him. Poor guy, you know?
These is a nice boot.
What?
Do you like this boot? I'm trying to sell this boot.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm not interested in.
$2.
No.
Think it's a nice
Sorry,
boot though?
can't block up the line either, please.
It's a nice boot.
It's nice.
Nice boot. That is hilarious. That is brilliant. That gets a like. That gets definitely a like from me.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, that was good.
That was funny as fuck. Oh my god.
That was definitely a Casey is Raw, special.
You want your spam?
Jake the Snake. I was trying to.
I gotta look up the E.T. Stone Cold E.T. That's funny.
Oh, there's Kratos. It's like, what the fuck is this shit? Knockoff.
What the
Cronin
fuck
shit?
was that knockoff Cronin bullshit?
What are you talking about? The
Sid
guy?
Vicious shit I just suffered through for the past 5 minutes.
Oh, come on. I think that's brilliant. I find that
The dude
great.
looked like Cronin on crack, dude. What the fuck?
Well, I mean, that's what Sid Vicious was like, though.
Sid Vicious at least had good looking blonde hair. This guy's blonde hair was balding out on the top of his fucking head.
But now he has this one with Jake the Snake Roberts. Let's check this one.
Show you 12 feet of your backyard.
Oh my god, he has a fake mustache.
Oh no. I'm surprised you haven't been kicked off of YouTube for playing this guy shit.
Yeah, I was here not too long ago, and
Is this the same guy, right?
they put on napkins to
Yeah,
back.
apparently.
Okay.
Hey,
I wonder if he has a Bret Hart.
you know what? Let me reintroduce you to your brain, to your mouth, because you're talking out your ass. Okay? That's what a man says. I was here not too long ago, and you put the napkins in the back. You expect a man to wipe his shirt with his, my mouth, my shirt? Is that what you expect? Huh?
Okay, but I can't understand you. Can you please before?
You don't understand me? I will shut your hole. You understand me? Okay? I was here not too long ago, and you gave me
Who
a
else
picture.
he does? Let's go. Let's see. Let's check out Fizzy Pop. I'm actually subbed to him. I didn't even know that. Huh. Oh, it's because Stone Cold E.T. That's
Yeah, Stone
why.
Cold E.T. is a great one. Same with Beetlejuice.
Oh my god. Beetlejuice.
Shawn Michaels. Oh my god, he's got Shawn Michaels. That's funny. Oh no, Shane McMahon.
In the spirit of Beetlejuice being out, I'm gonna go watch it tomorrow. I was gonna do that today, but
Yeah, no spoilers, Casey. You and homeless Jim.
Did anyone spoil the fucking Crow movie yet at this point? Because I have yet to see it myself.
I haven't seen it. I'm thinking about bootlegging it.
I mean, the new Crow movie, I keep hearing bad reviews.
Don't watch it. It's an abomination.
You saw it?
Yeah, I've seen it. It's an abomination. Don't watch it. It's let's just say they took the Eric. Listen, Kratos. They took fucking Eric Draven and Shelly and turned them into fucking crackheads.
Because I was on the show last. Was it last week when Tex was on here? Because I didn't get the chance to tell him that I was wrong about it. Apparently, because if he was on last week, I was already asleep by the time he got on.
You fell asleep like fucking 2 hours, dude. You're still on there. We were
by the time I woke up, it was like midnight. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm still muted on this damn stream.
Because it was me and Tex and Casey were on here talking about shit.
Yeah, I had woken up at midnight and cut the stream off on my end. That was my fault. But other than that, if Tex joins the call or the stream in general, I'll tell him up front, I apologize. Because I told him, I was hyping this movie up, saying like all the negativity for it, give it a chance and all that. Nobody gave this shit a chance.
No, let's just be honest here. The Crow is a 2-hour junkie. Is a junkie movie. It's a disrespect slap in the face to fucking Brandon Lee and fucking made him into a junkie.
I was banking on the one scene that they filmed in Prague, personally. Well, in the Czech Republic, not Prague. But there was supposed to be a scene in the Crow movie where it was that dude like claimed that tell the extras that it was not a porn scene that they were filming. Because that's how they needed for this particular quote unquote orgy scene that was being filmed.
That movie should have never been made. It was a fucking abominations and it's horrible. I highly recommend not to watch it.
That one scene, and now I probably won't see it. Fuck.
The Rose saying the cage match between Swerve and Adam Page was fucking brutal. So I'm wondering if he means like the match was no good, or was it?
It probably was like intense, or very good, but like very bloody at the same time, I guess.
Or bloody. Like, hopefully it's the good version of brutal. But
either way,
well, let's check out.
If that is the plot of the new Crow movie in a nutshell, that puts it lower than Wicked Prayer for me at this point. And I haven't even seen a damn thing. And Wicked Prayer was the last one, and I am sad to say that now we have a new low set for the Crow movies.
Let's just be honest here. There's only one Crow movie, and that's the Brandon Lee. Every single other one is just doesn't exist.
I mean, Kirsten Dunst was in Crow Salvation, and before and after that, she did Spider-Man. So what does that say about her career?
And Kirsten Dunst is she's a babe. I mean, let's be honest here. She's hot.
I mean, she was in the third Crow movie, is what I'm saying.
Right, I know.
I rewatched that with my fiance, and we were both cringing at the acting, piss poor acting.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
but hey, it was better than City of Angels, which was supposed to be a direct sequel to The Crow. The other two, Salvation and Wicked Prayer, were their own different plots.
Yeah, well, it's all.
And Danny Trejo was in Wicked Prayer. Look how badly they treated him. He was a damn extra.
This is true.
David Boreanaz, Angel, Booth from Bones. He was the bad guy. What?
Yeah, I mean, it's true. I mean,
got the guy that played in Buffy the Vampire Slayer and his own spinoff show from Angel, and you cast him as the bad guy in a Crow movie where you make the the fucking Hispanic guy, the resurrected person, because he was marrying some dude's daughter against her parents' wishes, and then they all feel sympathy for him because he died he died at the same spot she died. I'm like, what? And then you have Danny Trejo and a bunch of other Hispanics jumping around in a circle like they're doing some type of like voodoo dance to resurrect the dead bird.
Jumping beans.
I'm like, I paid to see a freaking good movie. I watched this movie I watched all 4 Crow movies on Netflix, and I ranked them as follows: Crow with Brandon Lee is the best. Salvation, cringe, but still better than the other 2. City of Angels, as shit as it was still better than Wicked fucking Prayer.
I thought this one was the sequel. I didn't know there's 4 of them.
It was a complete overhaul. Supposedly,
that was a reimagination.
It's supposed to be more in tune with the comics of the movie. For the
well, if that was the case, if they were going towards the comics, they should have left they should have left the fucking Eric Draven and Shelley fucking characters out of it then.
Exactly. I mean, I think that was more because the creator of the comics was the executive producer of this film. Maybe he had final say on that. I don't know.
Well, think about it this way: if you ever watch on YouTube, there's a show called video called "The Top 5 Cursed Movies of All Time," and The Crow was one of the fucking cursed movies because people actually died on it. Not to mention Brandon Lee died on it too.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was people like set people that died on it. I mean,
believe it or not,
they should have just left it.
The Alex Proyas, God bless him, he almost didn't release that film but the other people,
Brandon Lee's family was the one that said to finish it and release it.
Mm-hmm. Alex Proyas almost didn't make that film come to light.
Oh, how did he know about that? I didn't know my sex tape got leaked out. Damn it.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I better not see. If I see a sex tape of Casey, it better be with a big woman. It better be.
Well,
it better be him dreaming of large women, like the Princess Bride scene with Andre. You better be dreaming of large women. The whole movie.
Instead of the song, you know how the song Adidas goes, all day I dream about sex. Cases is all day I dream about big women.
Yeah, in the case anyone didn't get that reference, that was a Princess Bride reference with Andre the Giant.
We gotta check out this Beetlejuice.
Is this true, Casey? People died in your sex video?
I hope he's referring to Princess Bride because that would be very disturbing.
Moving on to this.
Moving on. Yeah, let's get back to these funny videos. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's move on to this. No comment.
Oh God, that's Bertha. It's Casey's woman right there. That's Bertha.
Hey, what's going on? Hey, where do you guys have? Got some demons in there, guys.
At least the people get this joke.
So,
at least the people understand this prank.
You know, I want like 2 bagels of cheese and some hash brown, maybe a Whopper Jr. or something. You know, hey, you guys.
He's at a Burger King.
Okay, you just got to send my name 3 times.
He's at a Burger King. Burger King has shit food.
Are you filming me?
Burger King quality is shit.
I told her I want 1 demon possession and maybe a large Coca-Cola and and 1 demon possession. Demon possession, you know. Yeah, 1 demon possession.
He's like, what the
Coca-Cola,
fuck are you talking about?
Maybe I can get that on the side too. We have a large Coke. Large Coke. I don't know. It's been a long time. Who's that?
Jesus, bro.
Oh, I know you.
Really?
Hey, I know you're right there. Hey, her ex-boyfriend's in the backseat right now. What the fuck? Come on. I'm going to their exes and the demons. Just give me free hand.
Yeah, I apologize. We're not allowed to give out free food.
No, man. You know, I guess I gotta keep driving around. You know?
What the fuck, dude?
Maybe I can put one demon possession. And that'll be all.
What the fuck?
Wow, you guys come in here 3 times. I came here.
I swear this guy came up to me at a gas station. I knocked him the fuck out. I'm sorry. He pulls this prank on me. I'm knocking his ass out.
I think.
But yeah, Rose says the cage match was hard to watch, and the things they did to each other hurt him to watch. Ooh.
Still, again, is that meaning if it was bad, or is it like just brutal?
I'm just hoping nobody gets hepatitis.
But did they die though? That's the real question.
I'm hoping nobody gets hep C.
Oh God.
I hope there was no Abdullah the Butcher spots.
Oh God.
Play with sandworms all day.
Sandworms?
We're not too for sure.
Oh man. What else do you guys got? You know? Because last time I had a rat cast, I was on the toilet for like weeks. You know, I was on the toilet and it really helps my digestive system. But either way, you know, I didn't come for that. I come for
the true juice.
Breakfast. What kind of breakfast you guys got?
We got sausage in there.
Oh, yeah. You guys got any bugs? Got cockroaches? No,
What the fuck, dude?
They got a lot of bugs over there.
Yeah,
Now you can tell this is a goddamn McDonald's. That's White Castle?
Yeah.
What the?
That's White
I
Castle.
almost thought that was I thought that was a McDonald's at first until I saw the White Castle logo.
No, I don't think I've never seen a McDonald's with a bottom like this before. I've never seen I've never seen a place with a bottom part that's a window
glass?
as well.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, you're right.
But yeah, that's White Castle right there.
Uh-huh. Couldn't tell based on the damn
We have the same
sunlight.
here right here. That's really cool. You know, I die my
You're
hair.
looking at him
That's
like,
really
is
cool.
this guy on crack?
Well, it's sure they know exactly who he's supposed to be. He's supposed to be Beetlejuice for sure.
I think they know him as a regular pulling pranks on these drive-through people.
Oh, duh, yeah. I'm sure he goes to the same ones all the time. Or that, or he gets banned, but like...
I mean, personally, the nicest thing I've done with a person in the drive-through, nice little youngster had her first day on the job at a McDonald's one morning. Gave her a $10 tip.
Huh.
For like doing a good first impression with me on the job.
You need to be fucked up. It's like someone says, like, because, like, if
I paid for my breakfast in cash and I gave her a $10 tip.
I was thinking about one thing. It's like someone tells me if I was a dick, I was just thought about this coming to mind. Like today's my first day. It's like, oh, cool. Then go to the next person. It's like, get your manager. I'm gonna get him fired. It's like this person right there said all this nasty stuff to me. Like, I want him fired. Like, just as a...
Yeah, I'm not that type of person when it comes to like people on their first day.
No, honestly,
I try to be as nice as possible because you can tell it's their first day when they're nervous around others. They're hiding their face from at the drive-through window, and they need help with the register. I'm like, yeah, this is her first day.
Nah, honestly, I couldn't do that.
I mean, I don't know if she was hiding her face because she was blushing, but I could tell she was like, a little bit around the high school age, so I had to like really keep it professional.
Oh shit! I don't care. I mean, I didn't watch it. I'm not planning to watch it. So
the ref threw the match out.
Oh, if they threw the match out, then
it was unsanctioned though. Why would the ref throw it out? What the fuck?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. If it's an unsanctioned match, then it shouldn't be thrown out at all.
And like how anyone win after the match was thrown out. So
Hell, think about it this way. You guys remember? I mean, I don't know about you, Kratos. You probably rewatched it, but you guys remember the ECW Born to Be Wired with Mick Foley and fucking Terry Funk when the barbed wire match and they got stuck and they had to be cut out and shit.
Yeah,
that shit was fucking deadly.
Wasn't one of those matches that year like Sabu doing something with his bicep, like using a piece of his ring gear to like keep his bicep muscle stitched up?
Yeah, I think he tore it off the bone. I mean, I think so.
Yeah,
I think you could be right. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was that year, right?
Yeah, I think so. It was 97.
Yeah, it had to be. I mean, ECW has some crazy wild shit in 90s.
Yeah, like when Benoit's fucking crippled fucking Sabu broke his neck. Oh my god, that was crazy.
I mean, think about this. In 94, would you have guessed that Chris Benoit would have been Owen Hart's partner in the tag match in 1994?
In Japan?
No, in Mania 10.
Oh no.
The original plan, instead of Owen Hart getting the partner he had for Mania 10, Chris Benoit was the original plan to be his partner.
No, I did not know about that.
Yeah, I found that out years ago with about from What Culture Wrestling's channel back when Adam Blampied was on there. Creepo nowadays.
Don't know about it.
He was like the leader. He was like the forefront head.
Wait, is that the guy that's like Bischoff, kind of?
Yeah, with the gray hair now. Yep.
Yeah, yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah,
what were you gonna say, Casey?
I'll be right back. I can talk because
okay, what were we saying, Kratos?
Like these 10 fascinating facts about Mania, SummerSlam, Survivor Series.
I liked his great book of the Invasion. That was really good.
Yeah, he did that too. He did a damn good job.
But what about him? Why is he a creep? I never heard anything about.
Well, he had 2 controversies for both companies he worked for, one each. He got fired from Cultaholic before it even got started because there was some controversy of him asking minors for nudes on his birthday.
That's disgusting.
On Twitter at that.
Sick fucking people, man.
And then he got fired from Wrestle Talk. How did he fucking get fired from Wrestle Talk for sexual harassment of another female on the payroll?
That's just weird. That's weird.
Them Brits are something else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, there's a lot of things that in Britain that they do that we can't do. What's that?
He might be related to King Charles and looking for one of his cousins to fuck at this point.
Yeah, but isn't he a gay?
No, he was dating Princess Diana at one point.
Oh, that Prince Charles. I thought you were talking about the YouTube fucking person.
King Charles of the royal family.
Wales. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got pancreatic cancer. He ain't got long left to live either.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I wonder who's going to get the throne after that.
Who knows?
Well, it's not Harry. I think it's the other guy, the other kid.
King Hippo of Wales.
King Hippo of Wales. That's not nice to talk about Casey that way.
Oh, damn. I mean, everyone who made who talked about his inauguration for King Charles, he's like, they've all made their own version. 73-year-old freeloader takes the crown, fix it for you. I'm like, wow, damn. I mean, they ain't wrong.
Right.
He was a freeloader for all his life.
Yeah, can't complain there. I mean,
I found it funny that the day that Queen Elizabeth Queen Elizabeth died, it was there was this like dance that went viral on Twitter. Like it was a bunch of like people doing the Irish jig outside of Buckingham Palace to Queen's song "Another One Bites the Dust."
Wow,
Outside of Buckingham.
that's crazy.
I thought
Oh,
that shit was funny as hell.
the Rose said that because of how brutal it got for their safety. Huh. I don't know. I didn't get to see it.
How brutal it got. Where have I heard this situation before?
That would be Hell in a Cell with the red cage and the fucking referee stopped the match because the one guy was gonna fucking hit the sledgehammer. I think it was Randy Orton and fucking The Fiend, right?
No, it was Rollins and The Fiend.
Yeah, it was Rollins and the Fiend. That's right. Yeah, you're right.
Oh,
it was supposed to be an unsanctioned
route. They went that route for an unsanctioned match.
That's wrestling nowadays.
The IWC down to the fucking ground with that finish.
I'm just waiting for people to lose their shit. What else does it say?
That's gonna burn the damn IWC to the damn ground. What the fuck?
Cinder blocks and stapler, huh?
Staplers, syringes, what the fuck?
That sounds like an indie outlaw mud show. Huh. Bad Mick. I'm just reading all these chats like, huh. Yeah, I mean, if anybody's got more news on this wrestling event, I mean, I'm curious about it. I didn't even know it was on until Casey said something.
People are already like, I'm looking at JD's chat, JD from New York's chat right now. People are calling this show a bit mid. And wow. It's just people in JD's chat are giving this a 3 out of 10, 5 out of 10. One person gave it a 9 out of 10. I'm just reading the chat right now. Holy
well, that's good. 9 out of 10. Like if it was good, that's great. I was just I didn't want to pay for a second pay-per-view in 2 weeks. So I was like, I mean, yeah, like I was talking to Jake Marco on his channel. And I was saying, like before, like you have All In, they should have All Out. Either abandon the name, or you move it to the like the other side of the year, because having All In like next week or two All Out, it's stupid.
Well, I see why the match was thrown out. Someone almost got suffocated in the fucking match. Apparently, what the fuck?
Wow, that's crazy.
Dirty needles. I'm like, what?
We already did our picks this.
Not this week's.
Yeah, we did.
What the fuck?
We did.
We did.
Yeah, we did it last week when we.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because we talked about Thursday, how Thursday was the first game. So I mean, I forget what the fuck. Hell, half the time I don't even remember where I'm at. Yeah, that's how much fucking my work has kicked my ass. Let me just say that. Literally. Dude, I didn't know, because I remember last Saturday we were talking about some shit. I did not know we even talked about the NFL, because this is opening day. Yeah. Well, I mean, opening.
Wait, we talked about the Chiefs and we talked about the Chiefs game already.
Yeah. Where
the fuck was I?
You were here because I chose the Chiefs over the Ravens, and I said that was going to probably be the game of the week. because the lineup didn't look good.
Really?
I
I thought the Lions and fucking Rams game was going to be good because that's the return of Stafford and Ford Field without a playoff game. I thought that was going to be a good one. I mean, if we can again, I mean,
who won the Chiefs or the Ravens? Because
that was the Chiefs that won.
The Chiefs won.
Yeah, by technicality.
What do you mean by technicality?
The foot. I think it was one of the Chiefs players. The foot didn't go over, or one of the. I think it was the Chiefs or Ravens. One of the players' foot didn't go past the line, and it shouldn't have been, and they called it. I don't remember. It was
the toe foot. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
The toe foot. But
well, all the dirty heel jokes.
Nothing compares to this. Even the. But I mean, AEW's done a lot of stuff. Like, I mean, the mimosa, the fucking exploding barbed wire match. I mean, or actually sparklers match. I mean, let's be honest here.
Duke's like on me. He's like, "What do you want from me? Can you just leave me alone? I need my privacy too. You know."
Oh yeah. That's right, Mr. Petco Avenue. The Raiders returned to LA. Yeah, exactly. I mean, but let's be honest here, though. LA is a Raiders town. Let's be honest here. The Raiders own the LA area, and they're going to beat the shit out of the Chokers come this tomorrow. Let's be honest here.
Casey's dog on a full match. I think the dog will be dead by the time the match is halfway done.
No.
Oh my God, Casey! I'm still curious. This I mean, I know a boy and his dog. I understand that, but Casey keeps getting me more worried about that dog and that peanut butter. You know, he's chewing on him. He's not Chinese food.
No, I'm not chewing on him. I mean,
it looked like you were chewing on him.
I think he was kissing his neck or some shit.
No, I was kissing his ear.
Being all sexual with that dog, Casey.
Oh.
What's wrong with you, boy?
I'm just showing him my love.
I know.
Showing him your love, huh? That's what you calling it now?
He's my baby boy. I love him. He's always happy. He always has to be right beside me. I guess I can take him as my
significant other.
And he's my
dude.
I believe it.
You and Dukas remind me so much of half the shit I've been seeing on Telegram as of late.
What the hell is Telegram?
It's an app, texting app, and a group chat app.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Don't tell Casey. He might look it up.
Fucking rabbit hole of like shit with this damn
sweet and sour puppy. You would look good with some rice and fried rice.
What the fuck?
Little chunks of Duke in my fried rice with some egg rolls and some soy sauce. Yes.
I can't wait to hear I can't wait for the backlash for this shit.
This little guy just won't leave me alone. It's like, I swear.
You've corrupted him, Casey. That's the problem.
Well, I spoiled him?
Apparently,
if that's what you call it.
People are already claiming attempted murder happened on live pay-per-view or some shit.
But did he die, though?
It was Bryan Danielson having a bag put over his head by Moxley and pretty much trying to suffocate him.
Well, I mean, think about it this way. If they actually did kill him live on air, it would be murder, and they would have to take it down and destroy it.
The man just got a legal notice from WWE about using the yes chants this morning.
Oh, he got sued about it?
He was giving legal advisement not to use it. from WWE
Uh-huh.
lawyers, or else they would have sued him.
Never heard about this.
That's stupid.
I mean, Cody and WWE are being sued as we speak over the American Nightmare name.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Called the American Nightmare.
Well, think about it this way: Hogan actually copyrighted that American Made, and WWE's using it.
For WCW purposes?
And no, in general, like Hogan has the TM for American Made. Like that's why he has T-shirts and all that made up. And WWE's now using it as a faction.
Okay. I guess. Well, speaking of Vince, y'all gonna watch the y'all gonna watch the documentary series?
Oh yeah, the mini doc. Yeah, you were just talking about it before you came in.
The steroid trial and some of the Janelle Grant situation. She was actually interviewed for it, but she didn't. But she declined.
Well,
So there's gonna be some Janelle Grant shit we don't know about covered in this documentary potentially.
I think it'd be good because it looks like Dark Side.
People are already calling it. People close to the situation are calling this a double shovel burial. Even key people in WWE, higher ups, are not happy about this documentary and what's being covered.
This guy right here, he's a little pervert. He started straddling my foot. I'm gonna have to get rid of him.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He's a little pervert.
I think you're the pervert that did fucking sexual acts with this dog, and now he's fucking horny, and you won't give him none. I think that's what's going on. I think you're a dog molester. No, I'm kidding. Let's not go that far.
No, but I'm kind of louching over, and then I feel him straddling my foot. Like, what the fuck? Like, lately, a lot of times he'll go through these phases where he'll like he's suddenly all horny. I'm like, what the fuck?
So you're proving my point right now.
He's been neutered. How's he still got that sex drive?
It's you and that damn peanut butter. That's what.
Well, I'm about running out of peanut butter. So I have to get he doesn't like crunchy. He likes creamy peanut butter. I found that out. He likes creamy peanut butter. He doesn't like the nut. But I mean, he likes peanut butter. What's wrong with that? Peanut butter is good. I mean, you're the guy who's the sicko who goes.
I didn't say shit, dude. What the fuck?
What you said, what have you been saying, does not help your situation.
Well, I hate to do this. I'm getting a little sweepy.
That's a key word. Is him and Dukas have a fucking.
I'm just getting tired. I'm a little sleepy. I
call bullshit, but we know what Casey and his degenerate mind's gonna do. You sicko. That poor dog. Casey's like, that poor dog. Try about my poor ass. That dog's gonna hurt me. He laughs about it.
I'm gonna go as well because apparently a lot of.
Oh my god! They did strangle Bryan Danielson with a bag.
Oh dear! It's on Twitter, isn't it?
Well, I see it on Skype. I mean, not on Skype, on YouTube.
Oh,
like, let me bring this
Care to
up.
show it?
Yeah, give me a second.
Oh dear! We're all gonna be on the list, people. Get ready.
They had to put an oxygen tank on him? Really, Rose? Is this true?
Look. Right there. It's in,
They had to stretcher him out.
Oh God! Come on, Fightful! Y'all are full of shit.
Hey, Scott Steiner. Does he does Steiner math too?
Scott. Oh, God. Man, Fightful is gonna get in serious trouble with that fucking thumbnail. I hope they get in fucking trouble.
Oh,
that's disturbing as fuck.
That's Casey's next thumbnail.
I've been listening to Chris Benoit stories lately, so it brought that up.
You don't say.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Casey's gonna hang himself by a belt while jerking off, and fucking Dukas is gonna be right there.
But gosh, I was listening to Jake DeMarco doing his own stream earlier. He was reacting to all.
Oh no, the retards in the chat.
Oh dear.
Oh.
No, but keep going, Casey.
No, that's pretty crazy right there with the black bag. I mean,
Do we got more images?
So is
I wonder how many viewers he lost with that one thumbnail. He lost 300 viewers with that thumbnail.
Well, let's see. Let's go to my shit. So, earlier, I was planning to play this game more. I bought it earlier today. What?
Sapp, Sean Ross Sapp is a bitch ass punk. Personally, that's just me.
I wanted to play this a lot longer than I did. I only played for 50 minutes. It's called Astrobot. Just came out exclusive for the PS5.
Go figure.
Astrobot is, I mean, they had the first time I seen it was I guess it was a demo for the VR for the PS4. And then they had a full-fledged VR game, Astrobot. And if they would have been smart enough, they would have a VR version and a non-VR version, because I loved playing it in VR. And I think people would have played it more on PS4 if it had an option. And now people got the chance to play Astro Playroom. And now they have this one just came out, and people are already saying this is the game of the year right here. So I only play 50 minutes, but it's pretty much like almost like a 3D Mario game, because you go around, you collect coins, you're going all over the place, and it's a very good game. So like, I still prefer the PS4 VR version than this one, but it's still a good game. I also did, when Beetlejuice just released, did the Beetlejuice NES game. Horrible ass game. I got
How many
Legend
views
of-
is it?
What?
How many views you got on it?
Not a lot. I got 34, but a lot of times something like that will take a little time.
Damn it! You're at 800 subscribers. You should have like 1,000 views right now.
I played The Legend of Zelda. The Oracle,
I'm out. See ya. Have a good night, y'all.
See ya, Kratos. Have a good one, buddy.
See you next week.
See ya. I played Legend of Zelda: The Oracle Seasons for the Game Boy Color.
Okay.
It's a good game. Capcom made 2 Zelda games for the Game Boy Color, and if you complete both of them, you can play Ganon. Like
Ganon.
Yeah.
What's that? I'm sorry. I'm very ignorant to video game culture. I'm not as smart as Casey is.
He's the final boss.
Oh, because I think Ganon. I think of Rich Gannon. I
then
don't
right
think
here-
of Ganon.
And then right here, this is a DS game, but I played a digitally version on the my Nintendo Wii U. This is the only way legally you can play this like that. What sucks is the Wii U was the only place you could buy digital DS games. Like, do you know what I'm talking about? Nintendo DS.
Yeah, can't you buy that stuff on the Wii, or not the Wii, but the Nintendo Switch now?
No, not this version.
You
Because
sure?
yeah, not the see. It's pretty much playing Mario 64, but this is the DS version, so you have two screens. But you first start playing as Yoshi. Oh, I didn't mean to click on it. And then I did play some Neo Geo CD games right here. Neo Geo CD games, yeah. Baseball Stars 2. I actually won a baseball game right there. And Riding Heroes. League Bowling's a good game, but it's a fast game. But I picked up several Game Boy Advance games. Let me see if I got them right here. Let me bring this up.
Okay.
We got AG in the chat.
Hell yeah, AG! Shout out to AG! Fucking Minchie Mania tomorrow. Yeah, Casey. So how do you think your Cowboys? Or wait, I forgot. Are you a Cowboys, Jets, Panthers fan? I'm trying to remember which one you are.
I'm a Cowboys fan.
Are you?
Yeah.
Pictures say
Yeah.
otherwise.
Otherwise. But no, I'm a Cowboys fan. I just when I just stopped watching football, I kind of lost. I just stopped watching.
So what's your record for this season? What do you think the Cowboys are gonna go?
They'll be if they break 10 wins, I'll be happy.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna say for the Raiders, I'm gonna say 9-8. They're gonna be a wild card, maybe.
Well, I picked up several Game Boy Advance games. This is Sonic 2 Advance for the Game Boy Advance.
How much did that cost you?
$25
for that little thing?
Yep. This is Contra Advance for the Game Boy Game Boy Advance.
Okay. $37.99. Damn, Casey. I mean, I know you rake like $1,000 a week, but you gotta spend that kind of bread. Fucking come on, man. If I had your kind of bread a week, fuck, man, I'd be like doing a lot more things than that.
This is Pinball of the Dead for the Game Boy Advance.
So wait, are you collecting Game Boy Advance games now?
Yeah, because I can play them on my Retro Freak.
Oh yeah, that's right. You have isn't it like 4 systems, right?
It has 5 slots, but you can play up a bunch of them. What's up, Tour Capture?
Shout out to Tour Capture. You know, we didn't even did we shout out the whole chat tonight?
Yeah.
Because I feel like we haven't.
I did.
Okay, well, I want to because I appreciate the chat. So shout out to Tour Capture. He's been out here all night. Shout out to AG. Shout out to fucking ET in the chat, you lazy fuck. Shout out to Rose Gaming, fucking good guy. Shout out to Mr. Petco or Petco Ave.
That's probably Pico Boulevard, probably. I think someone probably banned them again. I didn't. I'm not going to tell you straight up. I didn't ban anyone, but I heard that someone did. So,
let's see who's in here. Shout out to the Kratos. Thanks for coming on tonight, dude. That's cool.
Yeah.
Shout out to Bam. Shout out to myself. Selfless plug. NES Wizard. Shout out to him. I don't know that fucking person. Whatever. I can't pronounce some of these. Shout out to fucking Costanza. You know, he's cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
Costanza. Costanza.
And of course, we have to shout out Casey as well because he fucking comments in the chat. Yeah. What do you think, you fucking LA Knight over here?
My sweetie boy, he has to come over here, and he's got to interrupt what I'm doing because, like, I swear, like, if Tour Catcher said I paid $10 over, it probably did. Like, I didn't look into what's the prices, so if I did pay over, that's my fault. But anytime like I'm doing the shows or I'm recording a gameplay, he's got it all over me. I'll be sitting just watching TV. He'll be just under the blanket, but no, I'm doing something. He's gotta be walking all over me.
Yeah, Casey's smoking a blunt. Casey's never even touched marijuana in his life. I mean, I would love to see Casey stoned because he probably would fucking eat everything in fucking sight. And you think Casey was the size he is now? He probably put on like 10 pounds after smoking a joint. I guarantee you, he'd be fucking hungry as fuck. I don't know. My first time I smoked a joint, I fucking threw up. So I don't know. Casey might throw up because he doesn't smoke or does. He doesn't. The only thing he has good lungs, but he probably has a bad fucking everything else from all the fucking eating and all the other shit that he does. Drinks pop or whatever. He probably, yeah. You got good lungs though, Casey.
Look at this guy. I just can't. He's just got to be all over me. And then he gives me kisses. Like, okay, I know I'm here. You just got to show me his love. I told my mom, I was like, imagine the day he just accidentally just runs out of kisses, like he can't give it any more out because he's just literally, like, he clicked his
Kissed you to
last
death?
No, like, maybe, imagine he has, like, a kiss counter and he just runs out of the kisses.
What if that dog isn't really a dog? What if it's a
A
spy?
hairy midget?
A hairy midget? Really?
A hairy midget with long ears and tail and a snout.
Yeah. No, what if it's an FBI fucking undercover?
Oh, it's probably a drone. It's like one of those, like I tell.
Like you said with fucking the rabbit in Texas fucking barn.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. I was about to bring that up. It's like text. That's exactly what it is. He's throwing me off.
It's the Chinese are spying on Casey.
Oh, that's a good point. I mean, it probably
He talks about Chinese food all the time. They're like, "Oh, me, I'll make a Chinese food out of you."
But I also picked one other game up.
What's
this
that?
is a cheaper one, but I decided, hey, you know what? The 2600, Atari 2600 version is considered the worst game ever. We try out E.T. for the Game Boy Advance.
Oh God, that abomination!
So we'll try that out. So I've been enjoying playing some of these Game Boy Color. I don't know. I'm also thinking about changing courses. I'm thinking I'm done for right now. I might do more Sega Saturn, but I'm thinking about going to the PlayStation games.
Oh, for a minute, I thought you said you were done shopping for games. I was about to say, did Casey have a heart attack or did he have a stroke?
That's why I don't go to much the shops as I usually do.
Really? Oh, that's why there's no out and about. We missed those videos, Casey, that you're out and about.
I don't get a lot of people watch the video game hunting episodes. I think people like the live streams better.
Exactly. When you see, but the other thing is, a lot of us in the chat, because I notice when you're driving and Dukas is there with you, we want you to bring us into the shops with you because
I
you
know,
can lower your camera. You can lower your camera. You use your phone, right?
Yeah, but the problem is,
Just lower it when you're not in sight of the owner and you're showing people stuff. It's okay as long as you're not showing his face. You'll be okay. You got to do it secretly. A lot of people do it on YouTube like that.
I know,
Or a lot of
it's
people go and ask, like, say, "Hey, can I film your store?" And they say, "Yeah, well, you can," or "No, you can't." You know, a lot of people,
I know I want to do that, but for me, it's kind of like I don't want to burn my bridges. Plus,
it.
I don't
Okay,
know.
maybe you're more scared.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
It's a fear.
Yeah,
That's
but
okay.
but I love to take Duke with me more often. But a lot of times when he has a separation anxiety,
Right?
yeah, where um, he doesn't like when I'm gone because I think he's more understanding when he sees me getting dressed for work. It's like, okay, I'm gonna be home for a while by myself. It doesn't whine as he used to. It's like when I randomly just like during the weekends where I'd get changed and go out for a couple hours. That's when he'll start whining and I'll be at the car and I can hear him.
Yeah.
But if I'm getting ready for work, heading for work, he doesn't do that.
Oh my God, you just gave me a great idea, Casey. You should go and do like a fat girl challenge. See how many fat girls you could try to pick up with Duke in the car. What? Women love dogs, and the fat ones love them too. You know what I mean? Let's be honest here. Or you could do a prostitute sting with Dukas. You could dress up like a fat lady and fucking try to do prostitution. Oh.
Well, I'm gonna head.
It'd be funny views though.
Yeah. For me, like a lot of times when I get out of work, I'm too tired to do anything. Like even God during last weekend, I wanted to do so many
Don't
things.
put God in this just because you're tired.
Huh?
You said God, and I said don't bring him into this.
But with this past weekend, I wanted to do so much stuff, but I really didn't do jack. I was too tired. Like I just like the summer just really kicked my ass. Where it makes me not want to go nowhere and just take naps all day. So
Let me ask you this, Casey, because I know you live in the southern parts of the U.S. When does your cold front happen?
Probably next month. I mean, right
In
now,
October.
yeah. Well, like right now, when I go out, like I went outside, it's a little chilly. Not too cold, but I'm wearing shorts, so I mean, it's about the same temperature it is here in here. Probably slightly warmer in here than it is out there, but it's definitely the heat wave is broken, but it still will get humidity's crazy. But the summers kicks my ass a lot of times, like making me where I don't want to do anything a lot of times. So a lot of times I would like to just record a bunch of things if I have the energy, and then spend the next few days editing and put the games out. But I'm definitely going to play more of that Astrobot. I'll probably go play that. I wanted to play several hours today of that, but I got it. I had it downloaded. I ate something. The next thing I noticed, I fell asleep from a nap. And when I woke up,
He's
It's
such a
like
child.
it was like 6:30. It's like, okay, I can play about an hour and get ready for Saturday is Raw. So
Mhm.
I am getting sleepy again. So I'm gonna probably eat something and hit the hay. So I appreciate Kratos and AJ coming by. Appreciate the chat coming on. So yeah, it was a good long show. I think we definitely should we'll do like football picks next week because we already did it last week, but we'll go through our picks. So that'd be something that'll give us something to talk about football, you know?
Mhm.
So
Yeah, I do. I totally forgot that we did picks. Like, to be honest with you, I thought that was the last preseason. I totally forgot.
well, it's because Thursday was opening day.
Right.
So that's why we decided went through and we checked a few things out. But I even think the rows, they were doing it on Less Than Serious, and I already did it on my show the day before. I was like, ugh. I can't give too much a good opinion because one, like, you don't know who's going to do
You're a
good, and
lapsed
like,
fan, Price. You know.
yeah, I still
Have you been
feel like
watching college football?
no,
Oh, so you're giving up on your Sooners and Cowboys over there? Hmm?
pretty much, yes.
What would your dad say to you? Think about this. Good old JR says to little JR. He's like, "My God, boy, you're not watching the Oklahoma Sooners? What the hell's going on with you?" In case he's like, "Well, technically, I didn't know it was on."
That's the thing. A lot of times, Sunday, like, oh, Sunday, there's a lot of reasons. One, I'm doing gameplays, and then, two, I wake up usually about noonish, so that's when game starts already. And then there's things I want to do, so Sunday's usually not a good day for me to sit and watch that because I'm usually trying to do a few things, or like at least Sunday morning or early afternoon is not good for me about watching football anymore because it's just I'm waking up or I got things to do, and that didn't help with my reasons of falling out of football.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to get something to snack on, and I'm gonna go to bed. So
Okay. Casey's a sweepy little boy. He's gotta go night night.
Yep.
Gotta get his Bubba and his
Yep.
snack.
Yep. So I appreciate everyone coming by. We did break 800. Last time I checked, we at 802. So we got 3 today. So that's awesome. So yeah, thank you everyone for coming by. So we're going to get the fuck out of here. So see you guys.
Have a good one. We'll see you guys next Saturday.
Yep. See you guys next Saturday. Have a good night.